her part. It's because Diana's unmuted. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're good. Okay, cool. I got my script up. I got this up. I got that up. Like this and like that and like this. Okay. Alright. Before we get started, can everyone confirm that they're prepared to be present at this moment?
Yes.
Present.
Present.
Alright, we're already aware of the conditions that need to be met to keep our minds present. So let's continue to honor that as we play today. Now, greetings players! I would like to once again welcome you to the Solstice campaign. This time, we will be exploring Chapter 6, The Unscheduled Hour. The name of this chapter refers to how this is the first time that you all have had a clear schedule to fill in as you please. Given the unique nature of the timeline, it's implied that how you spend today is how you've spent your weekends the past month. I do look forward to seeing how you all fill your free time. So, as per usual, all of you have had the pleasure of exploring some private role plays and text messages. Starting with Bentley in alphabetical order, please share some developments that may have occurred.
Alright, let me just pop back into this chat. We spoke with Zeke, and while we were talking with Zeke, he invited Bentley into the Jawlines group chat, and he decided that the thing that they were going to do together now with their pack is exercise, because the other two things that they know werewolves do based on human culture is like hunt and kill, and neither of them are into that, so they're gonna go be working out, and they were invited to work out tomorrow with Jawlines. They spoke with Kai. Kai was very flirty. Kai is at a 10. Bentley was at like in 7, so it was a little surprising. And Kai said that they're gonna spend time with them later that evening. They spoke a little bit with Ezra, only because they've been seeing Ezra around and they know that they're part of the same group chat as Ezra and Drama Llamas. And Ezra was encouraging them to go and visit him and Kai at the theater club on the club day. So at some point he's going to do that. He just needs to iron everything else out in terms of his obligations. And, you know, he was just kind of talking a little bit with Luca too, because Luca is a part of Jawlines and Luca was really active in the group chat when he was invited, and Luca also popped up to one of his parties and he's getting a cool vibe from them. I think that was everybody.
Cain spoke to a couple people at the little Blitz party. He spoke to Zeke. They kind of spoke about what they think Elemental Blitz is going to be from here on out, now that they're going to get like team roles and maybe actual practices in, and now the second years are going to show up. Cain kind of congratulated them on like a really good, like impressive day after, you know, taking down Bentley, taking down 2 people in the Elemental Circle, and then only really losing to Delilah, which is neither here or there. So they kind of just like talked about that, kind of congratulate each other, talk to each other. Then he spoke to Ezra, where him and Ezra were talking about the struggles of their races, and he was kind of just talking to Ezra, seeing if he wanted to talk about how it's been being a chimera, if he knows anything specific, if he's finding anything out about himself. And Cain kind of offered to help him kind of troubleshoot all these like borderline personalities that he experiences with all these races inside of him. If he wanted to do so, and Ezra kept that in mind. He then proceeded to walk off with Silas, talk to Silas a little bit about his day, how, if he's gonna keep pursuing Marcy or not. They started talking about Ava. He got his new room with the garnet that was provided by Silas. Borrow some of the toiletries and shampoo and stuff to not use cheap products. And Silas was just encouraging him and giving him the like confidence boosts Cain needed to go on this little evening time with Ava. And then Ava, it's been interesting. He's tried to get like more information about what she likes, if she's into dating, if she's like into guys or girls or whatnot. But she's kind of focused on Lionel and swimming, so it didn't really go very far. Other than the last thing that happened, which was Ava walked away for 2 minutes and asked Cain to watch over Lionel, and then Lionel spoke actual words to Cain, saying that that on God, dude, you gotta move on. She ate your soulmate, which is very interesting to hear from a mouse.
From the mouse, bro.
From the mouse, bro.
So this week I did not do much, in my text role plays, but I did secure a, meetup with Professor Gallows. Maybe a date. It's probably not a date. It's just him monitoring her to make sure she doesn't eat another animal. I also got invited to the Jawline Hangout workout section. I think that's happening in the afternoon. Oh, I did invite Luca to come over so they can talk, because the way he was messaging her, it just seemed like he had a lot to say off his chest. So, they got into a little argument, and he is kind of confused on where Misty stands with her best friendship with Marcy, and how she can like kind of let that go when Delilah pops into the picture. So like right now it's like, does Marcy kind of like, not Marcy, sorry, does Misty like stand up for herself more and like kind of put Delilah in her place, or just let it go, basically. So that's kind of like the things that Misty is going through right now.
Okay. Thanks for sharing. Now, we're going to get started at our usual breakfast time. So, here is Lay Graphic. So, Bentley, could you do the honor of reading the yearbook caption?
Yeah, no problem. Chapter 6, The Unscheduled Hour. Pajamas, pillows. It's got the name of each room, so Bentley's burrow, Cain's chamber, Misty's manor, Tim's time bubble, and the bottom caption says, "At a rare moment of peace."
Alright. So, the weekend provided our players with a rare moment of peace where they were able to sleep in as necessary and take their time with their morning routines. So, Bentley, could you tell us a little bit about how your character kind of like wakes up on the weekend, what they're excited for, what they do that might be different than usual, and then we'll continue down the line.
So Bentley pulled out the big bucks to get his intermediate priced products. They're not luxury, but they're expensive. So he's definitely going down the line. He is bathing, he's washing his hair, he is lotioning, and halfway through he says, "This is probably irrelevant because I know I need to exercise later today, but helps him feel good. And then he starts stretching because at some point Luca mentioned they were gonna do like some parkour stuff, and he's seen parkour in like TV shows. He's not feeling great about that, so it's like, if I stretch, I'm not gonna get an injury when I fall. So he's optimistic.
Okay, you're saying that he's stretching for the workout that he's about to do. Could you walk us through some of these stretches? And I feel like that comes with a juicy dexterity roll.
Yeah. Should I dex roll first to describe how the stretches go?
Could you remind me what? Hold on, let me take out my.
If you say math.
Oh my god.
I can't wait for my grade sheet to come out and be like, hey, yeah, so you lose the ability to walk, right? And it's like, what?
I think you should be fine.
Let me look. Obviously, I'm gonna try and throw you off. Okay, measurement of that doesn't apply. Speed of which light? That also doesn't apply. Blueprint. My favorite one. It's my Hail Mary for people like you and Misty. Could you remind me what your grade in science is?
That's crazy. I can
You
see
know
what
what my
you're
grade in
looking at.
science is. Oh, what my grade in science is. It's a negative F.
A negative
Negative.
F is crazy.
So, Bentley, as your main op, I must evoke your science grade, which is the term morphic genome, the magical blueprint in shape-shifting creatures, studied for hereditary and transformation research. Because you have that negative F, I am applying the disadvantage and the -1 to your dexterity roll. Would you like to search your notes to see if you can combat me?
You don't know how quickly I'm reading through these fucking literature lessons. Give me a second.
You guys gotta get them grades up.
Trying?
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Trying? Question mark?
Clearly, you're not trying hard enough.
Okay, I think I found one. Let me just reread it. Let me put this brain on hard. Let me act like I'm a straight A student real quick. Give me a second. Okay, so narrative resonance reads as following: the impact of a story's arc on magical effect. The stronger the caster aligns with archetypes. The Lycan is the archetype of being very strong and, like Lucas said, spry. So he liked to use magical resonance to at least cancel out the disadvantage because he is aligning with his archetype's expectation.
Okay. I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Now, my question is, how in character, tell me how Bentley is using narrative resonance to cancel out his morphic genome.
Okay, so in character, he is thinking about the things that have been described for himself as a Lycan. He's thinking about how Luca was saying that it should be easy for him because he's supposed to be a spry species, and he's being compared to the other Lycan in class who's having an easier time doing this. So he's already kept talking himself into, you're in your nerves, you have this, it's very easy, you just need to allow yourself to believe in it. Your species has changed. You have this on lock.
Could you give me some more insight on some of these affirmations he's saying to himself?
Jesus Christ.
I am the Lycan. I am Bentley the beta, and I'm okay with that.
Oh my God.
That's all I need to be. I don't need to be the best. I just need to be able to jump from roof to roof, which apparently everybody just does in their free time. I had this.
I am Bentley the beta, and I'm okay with that. That's like, what is it? Barbie, I'm just Ken.
I believe in you,
know-
Bentley.
You know, Bentley might have really resonated with that media, actually. Oh my god, he's just Ken. He has that hoodie. It makes sense.
Alright, I will allow you to cancel out my disadvantage with your super advantage, leaving you to do a base dexterity roll.
Okay. Let me... Where's the dice chat? Am I tweaking?
Oh, I got rid of the dice chat since we were rolling in class. So just roll in class.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Nat 1, nat 1, nat 1.
That's
This
insane
is
for
the
me.
negative
That's
energy
evil.
that I'm trying to dispel from my life right now.
Eval.
Okay,
And that's
we
from
come
the
into
DM too.
here.
Yeah. She knows the bot fucking hates us, bro. She knows the bot hates us too.
I'm in pain.
Woo! Oh! So Bentley, you go to touch your toes and you sprain your hamstring. It's very
Let me
tight
go.
in the thicular region. So you're gonna need to you're gonna have some challenges. You're gonna have a -1 to your next athletic-based roll.
Oh my god, guys, I'm rolling on a 0. I'ma love that.
I am so sorry, man.
Hey, get the fuck out of the chat with this my leg. Stop.
That was low-key you!
That's what happened.
I don't need to be reminded.
I mean, it makes sense because for a liking, I don't think that Bentley has been working out since he's got here, so
Damn, Bentley.
You know, now he's scared to try. It's like, oh, I'm already hurting myself and I haven't even got up for today.
I haven't even left the room.
I woke up and I'm in pain.
yes, my 2D model does have titty jiggle physics. It was the one thing that I decided to add to it. Alright, Cain, why don't you tell us a little bit about your morning and how you prepare for your weekend day?
Cain gets up, you know, he's still like, you know, he sleeps, but he's been kind of told he doesn't have to sleep, so he kind of like, he's like wrestling with the idea sometimes. But he gets up pretty early to like gather all of his like notes and stuff because he knows he's gonna do a lot of studying today. Gives him some time to like actually experience his room because his room's been flooded for essentially the better part for a month. So he's just like relaxing in the room, getting his notes together, kind of doing some like preliminary like oh, I want to ask about this in this class, or when we talk about this, yada yada yada. Definitely like, you know, brushes his teeth, he freshens up, and is just hopeful to bring up some grades because he's already seen how some of his goods grades have affected him positively in other moments where like school's not a part of it.
Alright. And Misty, could you tell us a little bit about you waking up for your day and preparing for your weekend?
Yes, so Misty wakes up. Oh my god, I can't. Okay, so our friend here, Tim, has joined the chat finally because he was running late, and we're just catching up, letting him know that Bentley has sprained their leg and has a negative roll for athletics today.
I got a 0.
the base roll for athletics today in jawline.
I love it here. Woo!
W.
Okay, so Misty wakes up. First thing she's gonna do is like go to the bathroom and like shower, freshen up with unscented shit because you know she hasn't got paid yet. You know, trying to like stay awake because she has the whole day planned out. Like she's gonna go study in the science room, probably by herself. She's not aware if anyone else is gonna be there. Then afternoon is working out, and then evening it's studying again with the professor. So her day will be hectic. So she's just going to make sure to eat. And just enjoy the rest of her morning before she has to head out to science class.
Testing. Okay.
I'm assuming.
There we go. Now, Tim, you're gonna do two things for us. One, you're gonna
Okay.
catch us up on any text role plays or private messages that
Oh,
you've
yeah.
had in between. And then you're gonna tell us how Tim wakes up and prepares for a lovely weekend.
Okay. So after last week, or after last time when he was, doing the whole after party at the thing, he walks up and he starts talking to Salem. The thing is, in that moment, he's still Stein. He's not Tim. So he, although he's a different person, he still sees all of Tim's thoughts, and so he kind of doesn't want Salem to get confused. So he kind of just pretends to be Tim during that conversation, although slipping up a couple times. And as he's about to go, Salem suggests, "Hey, you should talk to more people before you leave." So he ends up talking to Delilah for a little bit. And in that chat, he ends up getting roped into the workout that they're going to have in the afternoon. So that's what he has going for him for then. As far as waking up, as we know, every time Tim wakes up, he de-transforms. So he wakes up and he's just like, what the fuck? Because that was the first time he was kind of in the back seat versus being, in the front and center. So he was kind of going a little crazy because he's trying to figure out like how that happened. He didn't like the feeling of, being in the backseat of his own body. Because he can see and hear everything that's going on, and he can think, but he couldn't, he couldn't act because he wasn't in control. So he kind of just wakes up and he's losing it a little bit. He tries to, just go through his morning as normal as possible, while also, going a little crazy. So he's like washing up, he's throwing water in his face, trying to just like forget what the fuck happened to me last night. What Ethan put in those drinks. And then he just tries to proceed as best as possible, while also going crazy.
All right. Now, their new living situation had been strange at first, but now they were slowly starting to find pleasure in the mundane, the magnificent, and the mortifying. Breakfast had gone by without any issue, as well as morning routines, except, Bentley spraining his ass. But Cain had borrowed some products from Silas the previous night, and for the first time in a long time, was starting to feel like himself. Additionally, Silas took pity on his soul and ordered a garnet talisman for him, so that he may properly fix his room. Now, before we transition into the beginning of the day and leave your morning sequence, does anyone have anything else they would like to add to their morning routine or breakfast that should be specially noted?
If I could, I'm gonna.
No.
I am gonna send Silas a text. I don't think I'm gonna be seeing him today. And just go. Got the like second location with Ava. Hopefully goes well today. Gonna be in her room.
Silas sends you a GIF of a very strong, masculine man crying boo-hoo tears in enthusiasm because he's so proud that you finally had the nerve to ask Ava to a second location, particularly her bedroom.
And just responds, "Wish me luck."
And he is going to respond, dude, you are so in there.
Not what the mouse said, but okay.
Oh, tell Tim about the mouse.
Oh, Ava's mouse talks.
What? Did we find that out this morning or through your like text plays or
Through
something
my
like
text
that?
messages. The last message I got in my text RP before we started campaign was the mouse speaking in like Cain's hands because Ava had to go get something real quick. She kind of like left the room for a second, and the mouse just goes, "On God, dude, you gotta move on. She ain't your soulmate."
Okay, wait, does she know that he can do that?
I don't know. I do not know if she knows the mouse can talk.
He's telling you to fuck off?
He's saying that my efforts are better used elsewhere.
Oh my god.
To my knowledge, it doesn't seem like a fuck off is like this is like a lost hope. That's what. That's how I'm reading
I might
it.
have to become best friends with Ava too because I need to get down on this mouse thing real quick. I'm all over the place. I'm cracking down on every story.
Yeah, Robert. Shut the fuck up, bro.
He overheard that conversation. He was like,
So Silas and the mouse at odds.
he doesn't like the mouse. Doesn't like Silas either.
No, Silas saying I have a chance, and the mouse is like, no, you don't.
Oh, okay, I get it. The mouse is the homie.
You know, we'll see if we can have the mouse help me out.
Told me her favorite fruit basket, bro. All right. Cain, could you please do the honor of reading the caption for the yearbook?
Signs at Solstice. Half wonder, half danger, all magic. And there's a new person on the screen.
As luck would have it, 3 of our 4 players have decided to spend their morning in the science laboratory. Unlike the review packet they've received from math class and the reading assignments they've received from literature, their science assignments required them to participate in active lab hours. Bentley and Cain had reached out to Nina separately in hopes of working together, of which she invited the 2 of them to join her and Noelle. Misty had decided to come to the science lab on her own, of which she saw that her 4 classmates had been present. Additionally, there was someone new present that was sitting where Professor Dustmore once sat. It was none other than his teacher assistant, Celine Duval. Her dark, wavy hair had been pulled back tightly into a ponytail, and she wore minimal makeup to be in compliance with the safety procedures of laboratory work. She was full-figured and curvaceous, helping herself to some leisurely reading on a black tablet. She hummed aimlessly as the words reflected off of her protected eyewear. It was no surprise to see that she would rack up some extra hours by supervising the underclassmen who decided to take the extra mile today. So, Misty, you're the only person who has arrived at this location on your own. Would you like to continue to work on your own, or would you like to connect with your classmates?
Misty is going to connect with her classmates, because honestly she thought she'd be the only one here, to be honest. She's gonna say good morning. Can I join you guys?
I mean, I don't see why not. We gonna be jogging later today, I guess. Or you would be, but that's besides the point.
Hey, Misty. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't see the way not.
And Nina is going to be like, sure, the more the merrier. I mean, it's not like we can all work on one experiment at the same time, but maybe we could divide and conquer the work and explain it to each other?
That seems like a good idea, you know?
I could
Alright,
definitely do my best.
players, the time has come for each of you to make another attempt at improving your grade in science. With reference to the grade you currently have in science class, please provide me with an intel roll.
Let me look at this negative F.
Come on, guys.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, I'm not in this. He doesn't include me, or do I have to do it? Just making sure.
No. You don't have to do it till
Okay.
later.
Okay.
Okay, so for a negative F, is that like a disadvantage roll?
That's a disadvantage and a -1.
Rough. Say less.
Can I use math to help me?
How would you use math to help you?
So, I would love to use monones and Silder root to help me. The Silder root being the base or simplified forms of like magical equations. Science is a bunch of formulaic sequences to get to something, whether it be the alchemic solubility or the reaction rate. Those are equations that I'm hoping to simplify with my Silder root to better understand it, as well as have a pretty good understanding of monounits, which is the magical energy in equations.
That is a good application of that skill. I will allow it. Misty, the good news is that your grade doesn't get any lower, but it doesn't get any higher. As well as Bentley, what was your previous grade in the class?
A negative F.
You, my friend, have raised your grade to a D.
Ah, yes. Welcome to the club.
Nice. Just to be sure that I'm not doing this wrong. I have a Dean Science, which is -1. But I have an A in math, which is a +1 advantage. Do I roll normal modifier and advantage?
You are able to roll advantage, yes. But
Perfect.
the -1 and the +1 cancels out.
Cancel out, yeah. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm doing it right. Oh my god,
Well,
man.
the good news is that your grade doesn't get any lower, but it also doesn't get any higher.
Oh my god, man.
Yo.
Terrible run.
Now, as you guys are making your way around to the various laboratory settings, it's no surprise that some conversation starts, beginning with Nina. So Nina, as she is extracting some of the DNA from a strawberry, because it's the preliminary thing to do before starting to extract the DNA from an actual creature, she's going to call out to you guys at your separate stations, and she's going to say, so like, what do you all want to do after Solstice? Like, what was your dream job before all of this?
Oh, we getting deep? You know, I kind of thought maybe I'd like. This is gonna sound really dumb, but like owning a little grocery store, but like I could also sell like beads and gemstones and herbs. I think would be really fun. That would just be, you know, you wake up, you go down to your store, you like provide for your loved ones, you work the store, you pack it up, and you go back upstairs and you live there.
I'm thinking. Cain gonna go. Oh, what was the hopes? I mean, the path I was walking before Solstice kind of, I think I would have became like a home chef. I really liked cooking for my big family, and I probably would have just continued to do that and just maybe use that as my career.
Yes. Oh, okay. So what I wanted to do in my past life was to be a teacher of some sort, whether it's in like cosmetics or maybe something to do with animals.
I was going to go into computer science. Answers Noel. And Nina is going to say, oh shit, I just deleted all of Noel's information. Okay, hold on.
What?
Okay, and then Nina's gonna be like, oh my god, that's really cool. You know, I was going to go to college, but I was categorized as exploratory because I didn't choose a major yet. So I guess I didn't have life all that figured out.
Life's hard to figure out. I mean, I didn't really get to college either. Kind of took a gap year because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Hence why I said maybe home chef because it was kind of what I was doing already.
Noel is going to add, since your change, what do you find to be your most inefficient habit?
Inefficient habit.
Ooh.
I feel like I get caught up on certain thoughts that I just can't shake. Like, I needed to know and fight to see who was alpha and beta. I am gonna go to the workout meeting and listen to my alpha regardless, even if I don't want to. So I would just say like instincts, maybe.
Feeling like I lost control. Since we got here, it's been kind of hard to digest everything personally, especially with such a hard time getting used to having to drink blood. So just that like innate thirst matched with all the new things and possibilities, I think I just have this inherent fear that I'm losing control of the smaller things, and I'm trying to avoid that.
Real quick, so you mean like um a force of habit that you always do?
Nina is going to explain that just something that's kind of been inconvenient since your change.
Hmm, probably being hungry all the time. I think my whole diet has changed now, and I think that's a little bit harder, especially being in the Magical Creature Care Club. I'm having a really hard time in there.
Nina's going to explain that it feels like I've been much more easily startled since the change. I have this like overwhelming anxiety, and granted, I feel like I was kind of an anxious person before the change, but I feel like it's like quadruplified ever since the change, you know? And she's gonna look to Noel, and I'd be surprised if you didn't say the charging. Noel will say, you know what, that is correct. The charging is one of the most difficult parts of my change. Now, players, before we move on from our science review, is there anything else you would like to say or do?
I would like to ask Nina if they can like join their like study group if they come here again. Like, can we exchange numbers or something?
Oh yeah, cool. It's not really like a legitimate study group, I guess. And she's gonna look to Cain, be like, I guess me, Cain, and Noelle have been studying for a while now. Cain, you should make a group chat.
Yeah, I actually already have Misty's numbers. I can do that. Bentley, do you want to be part of it? Like, I don't know how often you're gonna study. I don't know if this was like a one-time thing.
I hope it's not one time. My grades say it's got to be a multiple time thing.
Okay,
You must have seen the question in my eyes, so yes, I would really like to be a part of that.
Not a problem. Okay. And as he's like making the group chat with the 5 individuals that are in science lab right now, he's gonna look at Nina and be like, Nina, I don't think I ever asked what you turned into, if you don't mind sharing.
Wow, you're really gonna put me on blast in front of all of these people?
I mean, you know what I am, and we know what Noelle is, and we know what Bentley is.
Yeah, but that's because they came up in a presentation and because you attacked people.
Involuntarily, but sure.
Wait, back up.
You pressuring
What?
this girl to tell her what she is right now?
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Damn.
I've been told that I'm a Fania. I don't really know what that means. I just know it means that I'm anxious all the time.
So now, Nina says Fania, right? And now Misty actually looks down at her, and you know that cuteness, aggression starts kicking in, and Misty's like, "Oh no."
Oh, thank you for completely prompting a constitution roll on
Oh,
you.
Let me get the
you
gift
and
ready.
Bentley, man.
Let me just hold on. What's your grade in science? What's your grade in science?
A D? Wait, no, pause. Hold on. But I ate my breakfast.
Oh yeah, it's not because of that. You know how when Mina comes out of the cage and Kugo just kind of steps on her head because she's excited? That's what's happening right now. So, and because of your morphic genome,
It's insane.
the magical blueprint and shape-shifting creatures studied for hereditary and transformation research, I'm going to have to apply that -1 to your roll, unless you have a grade that might challenge this.
I unfortunately do not have a grade that will challenge this. I'm running D's all across.
Triple D's, huh?
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me that juicy constitution.
I believe you.
y'all just trying to exist.
It's been hard, man.
Just living.
I hate you.
You're the worst. Yes. Good job, Misty.
All right, congratulations, Misty. You were able to control yourself.
Thank God. Misty is immediately looking away from Nino.
You weren't gonna eat her.
Oh, I was gonna tear that ass up.
You could have been in a relationship after your first outburst.
I would have got to sign a therapist, dog. It's over for me.
Oh, you get like
That's
2
right.
more tweaks, I think.
All right. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do before we move on?
Hell no, you're making us roll for shit.
No.
They're
Moving
putting an end
on.
here. They're like, I don't want to roll no more. Get this shit done.
Oh
Look how
man,
cute he is. Dear God.
Misty, can you do me a favor and read the yearbook caption?
Absolutely. Oh my God. Math class taught us that the hardest problems aren't always on the page. And you see here Roman with a nice breakfast that he so happily brought for Tim. Must be nice.
Unlike the others, Tim had decided to spend his morning time working on mathematics with Roman. Only this time, Roman had decided to bring more than just half his breakfast. Tim was surprised to see Roman had arrived with a tray that seemed just as fresh and luxurious as some of the $75 meals at lunchtime. There were berried pancakes, French toast, chocolate croissants, potatoes, scrambled eggs, fried bacon, applewood sausage, all paired with a yogurt parfait, oat milk latte, and a glass of orange juice.
Is this what this motherfucker gets every morning, or did he make this?
I figured you wouldn't mind. I just ordered double this morning.
Oh, okay.
Roman mentioned while they placed the tray on Tim's desk.
I was like, firstly, no one. keep going. I'll explain my thought process in a second.
I slept like a baby with that video Salem sent me on repeat.
I wish I could say the same. We have a lot to talk about.
I have all morning. Shortly after, Roman took their usual seat and started to take out their math materials. Now, Tim, before we get into the conversation, the time has come for you to take another crack at completing your math packet. With reference to the grade you currently have in math, please provide me with an intel roll, which I assume is going to be disadvantaged -1.
I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure I have an A.
So we're all eating shit.
God, man.
Okay, wait. So I have to do -1 and then also disadvantage, just to
Yes.
clarify.
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm doing
That's
it.
what it is.
Being bad at math once means that you're bad at math forever.
Okay, I think I did that right. All right. So. All right. Let's just send it. I'm not even gonna talk about this.
Hey!
Okay.
Come on. That's like I could have had the 19.
It's not bad.
So, you are able to take your math from an F to a C.
Look at
Yes,
that.
no more negative.
No more negative.
Hey,
Oh my God, thank
there's
you,
just
Roman.
something about Roman's presence that just uplifts you.
Hold on, I'm changing this now. You said C?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna play around today. The C is good enough for me. I don't have to pretend it's A.
As Roman and Tim worked their way through the packet to the best of their abilities, they found some time to have light conversation. It was not often that they found time to talk about things other than Ethan. So Roman has his light packet on his lap. He's gonna clear his throat. Salem and Delilah have gotten pretty close. I don't know how people find the time for dating with all this homework. So, other than Salem and I, is there anyone you're especially close to?
No, honestly. I've been pretty distracted, to be honest, to think about it. Between Ethan and then I know I'm failing all my classes. Sick for math now. And then Elemental Blitz is his own thing, and now Delilah. There's just been so much that I haven't really thought about it, honestly.
Yeah, that's why everyone really confuses me. I mean, I know it's been about a month now, but have you ever had a crush on someone here, or is that too nosy?
No, to be honest with you. I'm, not to get all vulnerable here, but I'm a pretty shy kind of person. And so I don't really think too much into that. Like, I kind of let things go with the flow, especially because I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. So I prefer to let things develop a good amount before I even try to make a move, What about you?
I just assume that it's a lot like what it would be back home. Because as much as things seem different here, a lot of things stay the same. Like, for example, back home before Solstice, did you ever date guys or girls? Or is Solstice the first chance you have to be thinking about that?
Yeah, Solstice is kind of the first time I actually have the opportunity to think about it. I'm not taking good advantage of it, to be honest with you. Back then I was so worried about making sure, like, family at home was all good and stuff like that. I would pretty much go home immediately after school and help out. So I didn't really have too much time or thought for dating back then.
He's buffering.
So,
I don't feel like Roman's gay.
Huh?
Just speaking. out
Ask
loud.
him what
We
his
want
type
the
is.
tea!
Ask him if he
him!
likes boys or
Ask him
girls,
back!
man.
We're all just waiting, dog.
Recover real quick.
uh,
I guess I'll ask you the same question. Is anybody that you've been interested in here while you've been here so far? I know, school and stuff, but I'm sure you've seen a couple people out there.
oh, I like to keep an open mind when it comes to these things. Like
Not
I,
answering.
like I said, I just don't know how people are finding the time to date. But I've heard recently that I think their name is the Macon Pride, not the Solstice, the Solstice. What? the What was the name of that group?
The Pride Club.
The Magic Pride Club.
Not that kind of Pride Club, but the Pride Club.
Oh, sorry, just stumbling over my words. The club with the people who are hand selected, the Pride Club. They've been people have been talking about how they're in the works for one of the first. I guess it would be like a ball or a dance. And with that conversation comes, like, who are you taking to the dance? So I haven't been thinking about these things, but now everybody's talking about it, so that's why I'm asking you, like, your opinion on it.
Well, considering I didn't know that existed until about 5 seconds ago, I wasn't really thinking about it either, but I guess maybe now I should. Do you know when it's happening?
The details haven't been very transparent. I'm sure that I could probably try to follow up with Amani again, but it's something to consider.
Okay.
Maybe you
well, I
might
guess I
want
gotta-
to consider axing Salem?
Sorry, sorry. Really? I don't think she would like me like that, though. And again, I didn't really get any sense from her that she liked me back. And again, like I said, I'm a little bit of a shy man here, so it's like, if that's the case, I don't really want to step on anybody's toes and ruin relationships here, you know?
You know what, that is fair. She seems to have something budding. Someone's unmuted.
Is it? Oop.
It's you. Alright, she seems to have a really good budding relationship with Delilah. And I don't know if that's platonic or romantic. But maybe you could ask one of your teammates. Maybe like, Luca or Zeke.
I mean, ask them out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, no offense, right? I don't slide that way.
Okay, that makes sense.
If anybody does, again, I'm an ally. Just want to get that clear. But I'm not that person.
That makes a lot of sense. One of these days, you should carve out some time to come to Magic Tekra Common Space. The place with the tinkering tools. Last night I ran into Ash, and he taught me how to tamper with the rings. Apparently it's a specialty of his. Shh. he informed him transparently before continuing. I was able to activate the blink step feature on your ring, but there's another issue. There's a reason why we haven't run into any of our upperclassmen. There's like, think of it as a firewall between the classes. We all exit in the same space. Sorry, we all exist in the same space, but on a slightly altered plane. Ash and I speculate that Ethan will provide us with ring access once we've had a better handle on our abilities.
Okay. So do you think we should kind of wait it out until Ethan gives us access, or do you think we should try to break that firewall?
That's the thing. We've already broken the firewall.
Oh, you guys did.
Yes.
Wait, does that mean that if we wear the ring, we could see the other?
You know, let me put it this way. The ring has different frequencies on it. So we assume that there's one with the second years, third years, and so on and so forth. Whereas the professors might have access to a frequency that exists only for them. And that's why the halls appear empty. Really, we are just on the frequency where we are the most safe.
So we just have to figure out the frequency that people like Ethan would have then.
Yes.
This is so stupid. There's no way we can steal his ring, right?
Well, we can always check on Rosalind. If she is successful in finding out whether or not he is dating a student, which I think is highly unlikely, then maybe we can figure out which student that is and get them to evaluate his ring.
You're absolutely right.
But I can assure you that she's currently working on the petition to get Cain expelled from here.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Do you know any updates on how that's going?
Yeah, she's
Any more
gathered
juicy
a
rumors?
She's gathered a great deal of information about him. Apparently, he attacked Ava.
What?
His room has like a very musky scent to it. Like it's just all kinds of disgusting things that you would associate with trash like him.
Is that what I was smelling?
insane!
Yeah,
I thought there
that's
was
why
off smell the other day.
Yeah. You know, some people with enhanced smell have said that he just carries a scent of disgust.
Look, let me tell you, Roman. It didn't take enhanced smell to smell what that was going on over there, right?
Yeah, he must have skipped every shower since he got here.
The slander.
Yep, you're definitely spelled that way. Okay, so I don't want to, put too many things on people's plates. So I think we should let Rosalind finish this petition, and then when she's done, we'll kind of go back to the whole, the ring thing. We'll go figure out if he's dating anybody, because if he's not, we're all out of leads. So we're gonna have to. But let's just wait until then, so we can figure out if he's dating anybody. If they are, then boom, we go from there. As for my mission, Delilah, I guess I'm getting close to her, but this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. I think we need to have like a conversation here because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Mm-hmm.
So you saw the video that Salem sent to you of quote unquote me punching Cain.
Honestly deserved.
I wish I could sit here and tell you that was me.
Oh. What?
I don't even know how to I don't even know how to begin to explain this. But I was at Elemental Blitz and I was looking at Cain, and then at one point I was still looking at him, and then it felt like my body was moving on its own. I had no control. All I could see was through my own eyes.
I see.
And
Maybe you activated a power that you didn't know you have access to. Is that something that you think you can replicate?
so that was my second time at Elemental Blitz. The first time I did the same thing, but I was able to be me. All of a sudden, this time I wasn't me. And he started walking around talking to people, and to Salem he acted like me, but then when he went to Delilah, he said his name was Stein. And then he got me into some workout that I apparently have to go to later on.
This is going to sound like a long shot, but can you get into the mentality that you were in at Elemental Blitz and see if that activates the power now?
I'm about to have to fucking roll. Okay, hold on. Let me close my eyes.
It'd be a
Let me envision-
1d3, I think.
Let me envision Cain.
Mm.
He's standing in front of me.
Like the piece of shit he is.
Yeah, say some more rumors about him. Because
Well, he's ugly. He's unpleasant to be around. He's generally annoying. And what's with that hair? It's like, what did you use as shampoo? Dog shit? Like, I just don't understand.
for story's sake, I'm really hoping you get a 2. Fuck. It's fine.
Alright. So, in this moment, you manage to change into your metallic form, but you remain as Tim.
Okay. We're getting somewhere. I can confirm I'm still me.
How do I
learning how
know
to
that
prove
you're really you and
Yeah.
not Stein?
Yeah, that's kind of hard because apparently
Swing,
they're
you
also
need to
in my
unmute.
mind.
I haven't said anything. I was just laughing.
Yeah, I can hear you like melting from the room. Alright, how do I know you're actually you?
They have access to my head, right? I don't know how do I... Yeah, this is gonna take a long time to, Oh, you know what? I got it. I remember Stein saying something about him being tungsten.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there a way to test what kind of metal I am?
Let me look at Rowan's skills. Do a little roll for Roman. No idea. But I did spend some time in the Enchanted Arts and Crafts room, so maybe we can book out a session there and make a second attempt at this.
Okay, that sounds good. But there's a problem.
What is that problem?
I don't know how to get out of this.
Well, it seems like you were able to focus and shift into this form. So why don't you try to focus and shift back into your fleshy state?
Okay, hold on. Usually it just goes away when I sleep. Well, what if I think about... Yeah, what if I relax? If I...
Go ahead and give me a constitution roll on your relaxation. I could help you relax
Alrighty, let me...
if it becomes a problem.
Is there any negatives here, or am I just...
No, it's just your modifier.
Math ain't gonna affect this, so it's all good. Am I relaxed enough?
You're not relaxed enough.
Okay, that...
What usually helps you relax?
Maybe if I just pretend like I'm at home? Let me look around real quick. Let me just...
Y'all need to stop in this fucking chat.
Let me just real quick. I have a fireplace in my room, right? I forgot my room looks like. Okay, yeah.
So, Tim.
Okay, let me just...
Unfortunately for the sequence, you're not going to get a second attempt. So you will be transitioning into the workout in your metallic form.
I guess that's fine.
Roman is going to ask that you keep him posted.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you know.
So Tim, before we move away from your math session, is there anything you would like to say or do with Roman?
No. I think I'll probably have a lot more to say to him after the day goes. So I think I see him later anyway, so I'll save it for then.
All right then. Now where's the fitness one? Here we are. So, Misty. No, Misty already did. Cain, could you be? No, you're not here. Bentley, could you be so kind? No, wait, Tim.
It's expected Tim.
Tim, would you be so kind as to read the yearbook caption?
Am I muted?
Is that a bowling ball?
Yo, guys, watch out.
Is that a bowling ball?
Extra
Bentley.
credit? I'm talking here, Cain. extra credit? Nope. Just extra push-ups. And then we're all in a little circle and one of us is holding a bowling ball.
One of us is holding a
Scared.
weapon. Oh my god, I can do it.
Once again, 3 of our 4 players had found themselves together today at the beck and call of Bentley's Alpha, Zeke. With Marcy's approval, Zeke had added both Bentley and Delilah to the Jawlines group chat, which now contained Marcy, Zeke, Luca, Misty, Delilah, and Bentley. In a separate conversation, Delilah had taken it upon herself to invite Tim and Salem to join today. However, after about 10 minutes of waiting, there was one glaring issue. Alright, I don't want to waste any more of the sunlight. If Marcy or Luca are gonna show up, they'll just have to catch up to us. Players, while Marcy never did reply in the group chat to say she was coming, Luca had gone out of his way to pressure Misty into making time for this meetup. And now, neither of them are present. How do your characters feel about this development?
Bentley is mildly concerned because he doesn't really know what the dynamics of this group are, but they've kind of been in that group chat since you met them all on day 1, so it's kind of like, you think that this is their ride or die. You think like they're here every Sunday like chewing rocks or something, right? He's texting the group chat like, hey, y'all coming today?
Misty?
Bruh. So Misty goes out there and Luca's not here, and it's just like, did you tell me to make time to do this? But then you're not here. Okay. And then Marcy's not here. Granted, she didn't check in with Marcy to see if she would show up regardless, but like, she is going to attempt to text Luca and be like, are you coming today?
No reply.
I think you're muted.
Alright, Tim, what about you?
To be technical, I don't think Tim is in that group chat, nor did Delilah say who was coming to this.
Ah, that is true. But Zeke did mention that Luca and Marcy aren't there, so there's that.
I think so. He's got it just in the mindset of, well, I guess this is what we're working with today. I think he's more concerned about that little bowling ball over there. Is there a description where that bowling ball is? Is it in his hands or is it on the floor?
Oh, he has it. It's not a bowling ball, it's a dodgeball painted to look like a bowling ball.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that makes so much more sense. Wait,
That makes more
why? Why
sense
would-
to you?
Wait, hold on. It makes more sense that it's a dodgeball and not a bowling ball, but it doesn't make sense that it's painted like a bowling ball. I guess I'm more relieved that it's a dodgeball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
but
what
he
I
could
was
be lying
quoting.
to you.
Yeah, but I don't think she's lying to me.
Yeah, that was never safe to be her responding. That could have been Zeke.
All right, well, I guess we're gonna find. I'm metal, dude. I don't care.
Alright. It was rare to see Zeke without Marcy at his hip. However, his newfound kinship with Bentley had prompted him into getting physical in a way that was less structured, like Marcy preferred. He reached into his gym bag to retrieve what appeared to be a normal red ball.
Are there holes in
That
it?
was because it was. We have just enough people to play my favorite game, Dodgeball, he exclaimed, looking over everyone. I thought we'd have more people, but I guess we could play girls versus boys. Or maybe I could be on one side and Tim on the other since we're both in Elemental Blitz? He inquired, as if trying to think of the best way to make it fair. Players, do you have any input to put on this?
If Cain was here, I would have done a 1v6. But I don't mind the team captains of me and Zeke.
I think splitting the elemental blitz players just seems fair.
Actually, what if me and
y'all-
Zeke are on the same team?
Nah. What?
And then we get Delilah as well. And then it's
we already discussed that. I feel like that was such a great idea. I don't want to take from y'all's brilliance.
I think we should split up the elemental blitz.
Seems kind of unfair.
Lila says, I don't care what we do, I just know that I'm on Zeke and Tim's team.
What?
And
Or I'm not playing.
okay, so I'm right. Let's go. Yeah.
Bruh.
See, I knew it was a good idea.
And Salem is just gonna be like, I'm just glad to be included. Just don't hit whoever's team I'm not on. Just don't hit me too hard with the ball, please. No
Okay, well,
rolls
obviously
over
not
like
one.
a 12.
Wait,
I'm not gonna ever aim for her, especially because I'm thinking it's a bowling ball. I can't get over that. So
So as you all speculate on the rules, Zeke doesn't put any input until this moment where he says, I got it. Alright, so mostly the same rules as real dodgeball. If you're hit, you're out. If the ball is caught, the thrower is out. If the ball goes flying, the first person to grab it gets to throw it. He said simply, seeming rather excited to play. No teams. Let's make it last man standing. Like an elemental circle. Right? Ready?
but only 2 of us profit off of that practice.
Players, the alpha male of your class here has decided to spend his weekend playing dodgeball. The only person truly qualified to play a sport like this is Tim, who is experienced with being active. So I would like to ask, are you prepared to step into the dodgeball ring, Bentley and Misty?
Bro, Missy about to leave, dog.
I guess I'm in this bitch. He's stepping in because, he agreed. It's like, oh, let's spend time together. Oh, you're athletic? I guess that's cool. Oh, you want to play dodgeball? Okay.
Misty is just kind of she's irritated,
Oh.
but she is just going to step in and play dodgeball.
Wait, who starts with the ball? I feel like it's unfair if he just has it in his hands.
I think Zeke starts with the ball. He picks it up, man.
He's the boss. He can do what he wants. He took
brought
the
the
shit out of his
ball.
pocket.
Here are the rules.
He
He
didn't
picked up the
say-
ball, so he gets to throw
No,
it.
you didn't say I would have brought my own dodgeball if I knew we were playing dodgeball.
Oh, there cannot be 2 dodgeballs on this field. I swear to God, that's too much.
Per the rules, he gets to throw it first.
I'm gonna
So
rewrite on these rules next time.
he is going to be a good sport. He's going to say, I'm gonna, obviously you don't want to give it to me, so I'm gonna give it to, he looks around the room, and he goes, Salem. And he tosses it towards Salem, and it hits Salem in the face.
Stop.
Salem falls over, the ball rolls towards Bentley, and Salem goes, oh my god, am I out? And Zeke is gonna be like, we didn't start the game. So no,
Oh, man.
that doesn't count. That So Bentley, you have the ball.
Stupid.
And Salem's gonna be like, wait, so when do we start the game? Does everyone have to get hit once and then the game starts?
I'm not throwing a ball at her. This is ridiculous.
Bentley has this dodgeball, and he kind of like, his eyes flick to Salem because Salem's closest to them. But then Salem starts talking about, I've never played dodgeball before, now you feel bad. And it's like, hitting them would be like, that's just wrong. And then he's looking, and he's like, I guess I'm throwing it at the metal man. It's not gonna hurt the metal man. I can't hit the girls, because then I'm gonna look bad.
So Tim, it is you and Bentley competing dexterity rolls.
Oh, my dexterity is ass. Hold on, wait, where? I forgot
Wait,
my
before
dexterity.
this happens, Tim, are you gonna try to dodge the ball or catch it?
Which one is in dexterity?
I think both are dexterity.
I think they're both.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Which one are you
I
gonna
guess catch the ball so that I could. No. I'm gonna dodge it because if I successful dodge it, then I don't get Bentley on. Then we can keep the story going.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But catching is not strength like that us.
no.
No, that's
It's
Dex.
not. If
You
it
gotta
was
be-
a
you gotta be
bowling
swift.
ball, maybe.
You ain't gonna let me be free from the suffering? You don't want to catch this ball?
What if instead I run over to Zeke and I just hold his body in front of me? Would that be strength?
What the fuck do you call that?
I mean,
I hit him with
still-
grapple.
You would still have to get to Zeke before Bentley.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so you'd
You're
have to
right.
dodge Bentley's ball.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, hold on.
And you're
so,
catching it, right?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna catch it. You know,
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
get this guy out real quick.
It's an 8. You got this, bro.
Bentley.
No, knowing me, I'm about to hit a fucking 7.
No, you got this.
All right, so
You're fine,
Bentley,
dog.
Woo!
Bentley throws this ball at Tim, and Tim doesn't even move. He just raises a hand and catches it in the air. And
Oh, damn.
Bentley, you are out.
Shit. He walks to like the edge of the field, and he just kind of scratches the back of his neck, like, yeah.
And Zeke is just like, all right, good catch, good catch. Hey, Tim, you might want to throw it to one of the, one of our guests. Because, you
Okay,
and I got a
so-
great arm. Just give him a chance, just roll it to him.
That's
Bruh.
literally exactly what I was gonna do. I kind of want to give Salem a bit of a redemption here, so I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna just roll it to her, just so we can see what happens here.
All right, let's be transparent with Salem. You roll it to Salem, and it goes between her legs. And as she goes to like bend down to get it, she falls over.
Salem. Salem.
So at this point, Zeke is like, "All right, slight rule change. It's gonna be It's gonna be Elemental Blitz versus Guess, but at no point do the Elemental Blitz people get the ball.
So we're just catching it or dodging.
Yeah, it's catching a dodgy.
You all will have a limited amount of time to try your best to hit us. That seems
Yeah, but
fair,
didn't
right?
Lila say she wants to be on our team? So wouldn't it be a 3v2?
Yeah, but like, you know, if they if we get out or if we stay in, she automatically wins.
Okay.
That's like I could work with rules like that.
Does Salem now have the ball?
Yeah, Salem's gonna get the ball, and it's like, okay, Tim, I'm gonna hit you with a hot one right now. All right.
God.
He's God. Please.
Not 20. Not 20. Come on.
So, Tim, are you going to catch or dodge?
I'm gonna dodge it.
Okay, competing dex roll.
Come on, Salem.
Honestly, at this point, I'm hoping she does. 1d20 plus 20.
Oh, that means Bentley, you're back in.
At least coming out from the field. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, hold on, wait. I gotta make sure this roll 1d20 minus 1. Wow.
Oh my God.
I could only assume she didn't also roll a 0, right?
So as Salem Express, they're coming at you with a hot one. They cock their fist back with this ball and throw it with the speed of light. And you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna make this easy. I'm gonna dodge. And you go to turn the right way, but like your ankle
My
does
foot-
something weird, and you fall on the floor. And somehow her throw was so bad that it was going to miss, but you fell right into the shot.
Oh my God.
So Tim, you are out. Zeke is gonna be like, bro, I guess even warriors fall sometimes.
Look, I had my moment earlier, okay?
Alright. 4 against 1. And he's going to roll the ball to Misty.
Let's go, Misty. Get Zeke out. Show him that you're still jolly.
I believe in you.
You said Dex.
Yeah, so Misty, how do you receive this ball? Like, you see Zeke look around, then he sees you and he rolls the ball in your way, and he's getting ready to get hit and stuff.
Misty like kind of watches the ball roll to her feet, and she's just like, "What is this?" So, she bends over to pick up the ball, and she kind of gets ready to throw it at Zeke.
He's having the time of his life, man.
Big yes.
At least somebody's having fun.
So you like you get the ball and you're sitting there and you're just like taking your time and you're looking a little confused. He's like, "What? You're not excited to hang out with me?" All right, Zeke. As long as he doesn't roll a nat 1,
Alright.
Zeke
Okay.
just sidesteps the ball, and then he uses his foot to roll it back to Misty. All right, let's try it again with a little bit more gusto.
Yeah.
Come on, don't you just want to hit me in my stupid face?
Misty.
No, not really.
Oh, come on. Ah!
Nice.
No, not really was a lie.
Okay. So
Misty!
He says, "Don't you want to hit me in my stupid face?" And you say, "No, not really." But then you cock your fist back and throw a ball with like fire on it, and it just whisks past his head with he barely has a second to dodge it, and he's just like, Yeah! Yeah, let's get some more of that.
Woo!
Bentley, the ball's near you now. Zeke's really getting pumped. Misty, how did it feel to almost take Zeke out?
That did not feel good. He would have knocked him.
You would have won for your team.
This team.
He would have been inviting you here like every Tuesday. Like, come on, you're a great
He would have
player.
fell in
come
love
on.
with you right then.
Alright, let's go Bentley to beta.
Bentley the beta.
He okay. I guess he'd try and hit Zeke.
Well,
'Cause,
Tim's
like-
out.
Yeah, Tim's out.
There's no I
Tim's
guess. You
out.
guys are all gonna just keep going after Zeke.
Aim for Tim. Aim for Tim.
Imagine hitting Salem in the face. He couldn't live with himself.
Okay, so what's gonna happen? You're gonna have Salem throw it at Zeke, and then it's gonna go past Zeke, and I'm gonna catch it and get back in.
Eh. Would you like to move over there for that possibility?
Yeah, can I move? Can I move right there? I want to move right there.
Come on, Bentley. Oh man,
He's not in his element.
he's not. Can you describe this throw and the sound effects that come with it?
Bentley.
Oh, this is tragic.
Oh.
So he's like looking around, and it's like Salem who fell on the ground, Delilah who don't want to be there, and Misty who nearly just knocked off Zeke's head. And it's just like, okay, I guess I'm throwing this at Zeke. So he like cocks his fist back to try and throw the ball with the same gusto, but you know he's got that cramp in like his leg, so there's really no like follow through. It's almost like a stumble. So this ball's not going with any sort of momentum.
So the perfect scenario actually happens. You throw it at Zeke. He moves out of the way, only for it to be immediately caught by Tim. And Zeke is going to say, "Oh, yeah, you know, I had no rules for that. Does that mean that you're back in?"
I don't mind helping out again.
All right, sweet. That's more targets. Just roll the ball to Salem.
Yeah, be serious.
No. roll the ball.
Can I just go and place it in front of her?
You absolutely can. You place the ball in front of Salem. So, Bentley, Misty, Delilah, Salem, the people who are observing this, Zeke is having the time of his life. Delilah is over there kind of like filing her nails.
Oh my god.
Salem is actually trying their hardest, like they're sweating, they're wiping like the sweat from their eyes, they're like raising the hand to try to keep the sun out, their hands on their hips, like they're really into this game even though they're doing like their best. Let's just say they're doing their best.
That's positive.
What's going through your heads right now as you guys are throwing this ball back and forth and just absolutely just, you're missing, but you're having the time of your life with your friends?
I think
I'm
we're
having-
playing fetch.
That makes sense for you.
Everybody's happy though. Like we're spending time. This is group bonding.
And Misty?
Misty is like, yeah, it's bonding time with Jawlines, but it's only Zeke that's in Jawline, so it's just like she doesn't understand.
Well, now
What's really going
Delilah and Bentley are in jawlines too.
Oh, well,
You're training the newcomers.
Yeah, these are the new guys.
mm,
These are the to Bentley's name tag, the betas.
You know, only if Cain was here, this would be party bonding.
True, I should have invited Cain.
I don't have friends.
Man,
I'm having a pretty good time myself. I didn't know that it was gonna be all like this. I caught the ball with basically one hand earlier, got somebody out immediately, and then I had an honorable death, losing to Salem, and then I caught the ball again and got myself back into the game. Only thing I'm realizing here is like we're having so much fun that I just see Delilah in the corner, just fucking not even paying attention. And I'm like, what? She got me here, and she's just like standing there, doing nothing. What's going on?
Do you want to say anything to her?
Let's see what Salem does. If I catch the bull, then we'll go from there.
Okay. Let's get a completing dex roll with Salem. All right, coming.
Goes out again.
Yeah. I'm going to throw now. Everybody ready?
yeah.
Okay.
No.
This one's a doozy, and they're holding the ball over their head with two hands. Not a form in sight.
Oh, fuck off.
Jesus Christ!
It would have been a tie. It would have literally been a tie.
Oh yeah.
Tim, you're so busy paying attention to Delilah,
Oh.
you don't know to dodge Salem's throw.
I'm
All
0 for 2
right.
today.
You know, and Zeke's over here doing backflips and shit. It's like, oh, do it again.
Damn, man!
We're losing, man. They're eating us up.
No, look. Here's the plan, right?
Mhm.
You got that.
Here's the plan. You
Here's-
do it.
Look. We're just gonna do the same thing again. Let me get behind somebody. I'm gonna be behind you. They're gonna throw it at you. You're gonna dodge. I'm gonna catch it. It's gonna just be repeat. I'm playing time.
Oh, right, dude. Yeah. And he's gonna roll the ball to Delilah now, the only one that hasn't touched the ball. And obviously, you're gonna position yourself here because everyone's predictable. And he's gonna say, "Okay, let's go. You know, we still got a little bit of time. Hopefully, we're in this. Okay." And the ball's gonna roll to like Delilah's foot, and she's gonna be like, "Wait, don't I win regardless of if they throw the ball or if I throw the ball?"
I don't even know if we do in teams anymore, to be honest. You said you were on both teams, though, right?
That is true. So why should I throw the ball? And Zeke will say because it would make me very happy.
It's so cute.
And Delilah's gonna roll her eyes, but she's gonna pick up the ball. And let me see if she has anything that I should take into consideration. Delilah on my little app. Alright, so Delilah. And Zeke. Okay. So Zeke intentionally moves out of the way, giving Tim the opportunity to catch the ball.
Alright,
Tim, can I get that
hit in the face,
dex
or-
roll?
God,
So I have to beat a 10, or is there another list here for that?
You just have to be your 10. Or
Alright,
really,
can't wait to get it. I get
it-
a 10
it's actually a little bit higher than a 10 because her modifiers
It's-
aren't there.
Don't worry about it. Watch this.
10.
So not only did you get so distracted earlier by looking at Delilah that you just ate Salem's ball, but again, you're so busy focusing on I just gotta be prepared for when this thing flies past Zeke that when Zeke moves out of the way and it comes your way, you just kind of glitch and you get hit again by Delilah's ball. And she's going to say that should count as 2 outs. That should count as double out. I mean, I don't want to ruin your hair and your pride, but that should count as 2 outs. And Zeke is going to say, you know what? I'll give that to y'all. You guys win.
So I have. Okay.
You lost, man.
Somebody won! Woo! Somebody won!
So, Marcy and Luca never did end up showing up to the workout that afternoon, but that didn't stop Zeke from roping everyone into a bunch of make-believe games and memories. So, players, is there anything you would like to do before we move on from this super unserious game of impromptu dodgeball that Zeke created?
Same time next week. Same time next week.
We should solidify the
I
rules
can do this.
a little bit. I actually want to approach Delilah here.
Alright, so you may approach Delilah, and what do you say? Well, first of all, she is going to say, man, you're like really bad at this.
Yeah.
Damn.
In my defense, I don't think this has anything to do with Elemental Blitz.
Don't you have to be like quick to play that game? Or like dexterous? Or just, I don't know, good?
I'm sure there's like a defense somewhere out there where I could take some people down. Unless it is dodgeball, then man, am I fucked.
Well, I'm glad that you had made the time in your schedule to show up just so that I can run circles around you again and again and again and again and again.
Well, to be fair, you didn't run a single circle. You kind of just stood there. I feel like I was running all the circles.
And each time you got hit with my ball, so clearly I need to put in half as much effort
I
as you.
got hit one time by your ball.
Twice.
Am I forgetting something here?
No, you're not.
Has she just been a dick?
Yeah.
I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, Salem did a better job than you did.
Who do you think taught Salem all of their moves?
You taught her to play dodgeball?
I taught her how to hit men.
How'd you demonstrate that?
By hitting men. Several times, actually.
I feel like you're being pretty clear here, man.
Okay. Yeah, well, I guess that's a good skill set to have, depending on the circumstance.
So, she is going to take the dodgeball and, like, push
You're
it
gonna hit me?
towards your chest in that, like, lingering manner. And she says, well, the next time we get on the field, maybe you might want to focus on winning instead of me.
This isn't mine.
Go give it to your boy.
Hey, Zeke, catch.
Oh, competing decks. I'm kidding.
Competing?
I'm kidding. Alright. Anyone else?
I'm good.
Bentley would talk with Zeke.
So you approach Zeke, and obviously he hits you with the 4-step, 3 backflip, super twirlies, dap up. You know, that secret handshake that you guys made the moment you formulated a pack.
I'm imagining him doing like 4 consecutive backflips, but he's in one place. He's like rotating.
And he says, oh man, like, I'm really glad that we decided to work out as a pack. This has been some of the most fun that I've had since I've got here, to be honest with you.
You know, I'm really excited that I got this invitation. This has been really cool. I didn't think I get to play these types of games again, so I'll be really down to do this again. Like, is this regular? You want to like make this weekly?
Well, you have my number, so whenever we work out, whenever we want to work out, I guess I'll just hit you up, and I expect you to be there because alpha, beta, you know how this goes.
You know, spiel.
Yeah. You know, I had that pointed out many a time since the alpha beta dynamic has been established. So yeah, I get it.
Oh, did you give any thought onto that homework I gave you? What we should name our pack?
Yeah, I was too focused on the science homework.
That's okay, but just so you know, I take priority. Like, you can slip up once. I'll let this slide. In the future, I'm the priority.
He's thinking about all of like his D's in class, and he's like, "Oh, okay, Zeke, #1 class, got it."
All right.
Text you.
All right, and Misty, would you like to talk to anyone before we go?
No.
Alright, so now we are going to transition into something Cain has waited his entire life for.
Maybe a little bit.
So Cain, could you please take a moment to read the yearbook caption?
Why is this okay? Study session, sure. If studying each other counts.
Can we get a charisma roll off Rip?
Rip is crazy.
Oh,
does he
Rip
come
is
in?
wild.
I don't even do it just for fun. Just have him try to say a one-liner, and it's amazing.
Why
It's,
the
a
fuck
one,
would I?
it's just terrible.
I would like to
Lord.
point out that Marcy and Luca did not end up showing up, and they also didn't reply to text messages.
Some
Now-
team captain, huh?
Now, instead of spending his afternoon being absolutely crushed by his teammates, Cain had decided to spend some more time with Ava. This time, she had invited him to her room, which consisted of 3 platforms that separately contained her sleeping area, vanity, and lounge area, all of which were suspended in an indoor pool. As Cain arrived to her room, once again, she was in that same white bikini with the orange polka dots and the dark large t-shirt as a cover-up. Clearly, she had a favorite outfit. Rosalind has Lionel today, Ava greeted as she allowed Cain into her space, welcoming him, vampires and whatnot. He's on summer vacation. Mouse summer vacation. Mouse school works different. It works on a different schedule than ours. You wouldn't understand. She informed him.
All right. Oh, sure. Yeah. Mouse school. I hope that he's having a good summer with Rosalind.
So, Cain, this is the
Yeah,
first
go ahead.
time you've seen someone's room other than your big brother Silas's room. How does it feel to have access to someone's essence in this manner?
He's just happy it's Ava. I think they've been friends since everyone got here. So to be invited to, honestly, he shouldn't even have permission to Silas's room. So to be actually invited to a room feels very nice and welcoming.
As Ava and Cain floated leisurely in the water in her room, they were able to have a private, candid conversation. Ava seemed to have some semblance of sense today. Do you actually like swimming, or are you just humoring me?
Her first cohesive thought.
The first cohesive thought is like trying to clock it.
He was starstruck. He's like, "Oh my god, a full sentence."
Maybe she's just been dehydrated the whole campaign.
Yeah, your room didn't have enough water, man.
Your room didn't have enough water. And she hasn't been in her room because of the demon. It makes sense. It makes sense. He goes, no, I like water. I definitely am not like you. Your love for water is so deep. I don't think anyone can compare it to you. But I do. I like swimming. I like the water. I did a lot back in back home with one of my siblings. They were really into swimming, so.
Okay. But what if I bless the water like right now? Would you die?
I don't know. I do know that divine things hurt me, so it'll probably hurt a lot.
Okay. But when was the last time you felt completely at ease like this?
Never.
Is the anxiety in his
do I-
voice?
Do I attempt to flirt here, guys?
Wait, did you not hear me?
No, I did not hear.
Oh,
What
okay.
happened?
When was the last time you felt completely at ease like this?
Oh, okay. Do I flirt back? Is the question. Do I flirt? Is the question.
You want her, so go for it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. If
You really let that mouse throw off your game, bro.
The mouse threw me off everything, bro.
That mouse just wants her all for itself.
Fuck the mouse.
Is this like Silas coming to you like the Simba style, like you need to get your riz on?
Cain is gonna go. With all the hectic things happening since we got here, I'm usually at ease when I'm around you.
Okay. So if we were stuck
Crazy.
here, if we weren't stuck here, where in the world would you want to be swimming instead?
Just dodges what you just said.
Where in the world would I want to be swimming instead? Oh, that's maybe a waterfall. I think waterfalls are very scenic and romantic.
Oh, okay. So after spending quite some time racking each other's brains, Cable was able to access the one brain cell that was working overtime in her head. Look, I don't know if you've heard, but Imani said the Pride Club is planning an autumn equinox dance. So now everyone's whispering about who they're taking, who they're dating, and it's got me thinking. I don't want chaos or secrets. I just want a small circle. Close, steady, where every heart is trusted, love flows both ways, and no one's left guessing. I feel like polyfidelity is right for me. It feels all dreamy and safe.
Looks at she sees that Cain is also polyfidelity. Cain's eyes go. There's like hearts in Cain's eyes.
Take her back home. Let her join the family.
Cain goes, I don't think I could have said it better myself. I think polyfidelity is something that I want as well.
Yeah. Do you think Quinn might be into something like that?
Oh my god. Oh. Oh.
Why did you go ask him and he just leaves?
Fuck me, man. I hate you.
You're doing good.
Put yourself in, boss. Put yourself in.
I don't know if Quinn would be into that, but I
know
definitely
somebody
would
else
be.
who.
I definitely would be.
Oh, really? Who are you thinking about getting in the circle with?
Cain, bro.
Oh my god. Cain looks at Ava and he kind of ponders on all the times back and is like, maybe I haven't been a parent. Maybe I haven't been forward, you know. This brain cell's working so overtime and maybe I am being around the bush. And, you know, he all this talk about dating and all this stuff, and she asks like, who do you want to be in a circle with? And he looks at Ava and is like, I want to be in a circle with you, Ava. I really like you.
Oh. Yeah, you're too masculine for me.
She doesn't like men.
Oh god. Well, hold on. She didn't say men. She said masculine. You just gotta just feminize a little bit. Junior, we might have Cain the Beta. I'm just saying. Might have to be a new nickname.
I can help you.
You know, the bottom in Cain starts to like show a little bit. And you know, normally that would throw someone off, but Cain isn't normal. And he goes, I'm too masculine. Like if I was more feminine, we could be in a circle together? Question mark. Or is it just like
Not the outs change for you. Oh, okay. I see what the confusion is. Yeah, it's Lionel swap. Anyways, yeah, I'm a lesbian.
The silence was happening.
I did ask. She never answered. I asked like twice.
Nah, hold on. Now I'm confused.
I asked like
I
twice.
need some answers.
Gotta talk with people, bro. I've never asked Quinn, but sometimes people will just have attraction based on vibes, you know? I don't know if Ava
Alright.
knows something.
Let me explain for a second. You all are assuming genders, but also Ava being a lesbian does not define what Quinn's gender is. So, for example, on Cain's character sheet, he is, I think it says ambiguous, like his gender expression is androgynous, male leaning. So technically,
Yeah.
she doesn't know what he is, but he has been presenting himself as masculine, he, him pronouns, so she can only make assumptions. Now, Quinn, on the other hand, is androgynous, period. There is no masc or feminine leaning.
Peace.
So, what Quinn is up to the interpretation of the person who has a crush on Quinn. And then you won't know until Quinn decides to disclose that information.
Right.
That tracks. It tracks.
Right.
I just
Doesn't
texted
help-
this, but I'm
doesn't
gonna
help
say it
my
out
case.
loud.
Doesn't help my case at all.
I texted this, but I'm gonna say it out loud just because I might as well. Ava's in that little gossip section group we had with the whole Cain thing. And we made that up, and I feel like she's gonna maybe accidentally tell it to Rosalind that's going in that shit.
What?
But I
Could
like
you please
Ava.
explain? Would you please explain to me how this would fuel Rosalind's proposal?
So again, just because of the way Ava speaks, and the way Rosalind is, I feel like she will turn it into Cain is just trying to get into everybody's pants and then ignoring their like gender and their what's it called, their sexuality completely. And I feel like that's how Rosalind is gonna twist it. She's gonna say, "Oh, I'm a lesbian, but you know, Cain tried to get with me." So Rosalind's gonna turn into, "This guy's a crazy man. He's going after everybody."
I hate it here.
Oh, or you're gonna get the promiscuous allegation because they think you're flirting with everybody. Oh no!
And they
Oh,
already think you were dating Silas.
gotta
Yes.
get like.
Wait. Silas broke up with him in public, so yeah, no one thinks that they're dating anymore.
Well, they know that he was dating Silas, and then now he's trying to get after Ava like immediately. You know, just
Yeah, you could have let Silas rest like a little bit, bro. You didn't have to move on so quickly.
I hate you both. Fuck me. Cain's like, I understand. As a friend, do you want me to talk to Quinn, or are you gonna talk to Quinn? And he kind of like moves on from that whole conversation because he doesn't want to talk about it anymore. He's like trying to move on.
You know what? There's some strange parallels in this conversation from one that happened a little bit earlier today. So I just want to say, I think Taylor Swift has a song called Karma. But okay, let me find my script. I think that I'm just going to ask them personally because I don't want to give the wrong impression. Because I feel like for some people that information is very private. So I'll ask them. What do you think about Quinn? They seem pretty nice, right? Test it.
Yeah. I don't even know if I think it's what a Quinn to like once. Cain's gonna go. Quinn seems fine. I haven't really spoken to them much, but I think that the fact that you like them makes them good in my book.
Okay. That's all that really matters. You know, you're somewhat of a brother to me, Cain. I'm so glad that I've met you.
I hate it here so much.
I'm taking damage. I'm so sorry, Cain.
can we get a
I'm glad I
heartbreak?
met you. I'm glad I met you too, Ava.
Cain, before we move away from your private meeting with Ava today, is there anything you would like to say or do?
Leave.
God. Oh my god. I don't like to say or do. Fuck me.
Well, she doesn't want to do that.
No.
Cain.
Come on, man.
What do you want, man? What do you want from me?
Oh man.
Damn, bro, it's rough out here.
I thought I had it bad in dodgeball.
Can I ask Ava more about the Equinoccia ball, and if she's overheard like anyone else like being partners or anyone like in the dating scene type stuff?
He's
Yeah.
already looking for.
Honestly,
I'm just like I feel like Cain's like late to knowing about this, so he's like, "Fuck, I'm going there single."
Okay. Actually, yeah. Okay, I'm in this group chat, and you know what? Hold on. It'd be easier if you just saw it. Here, come on, let's go. And she's going to take out her phone, and da da da. Where is the little chat? I think there was one. Ah, phone alerts. And Cain, you have been added to the Healed Girlies chat.
Healed girlies.
Okay, yeah. So Rosalind is always talking about everything that's going on campus. So Cain, it's like a Discord channel more than it is like a text channel. So when you get access to this chat, you can also see efforts that Rosalind has been making to make this petition.
Oh, fuck. God damn it, Ava.
Like,
That's crazy word.
Like you
You
see,
know-
like Ava scrolling through it, but you see your name pop up a lot. So as I was saying, to Ava's point, back to the actual question you asked. Yeah, so here's what some people are speculating. We think that Marcy and Zeke are together. We think that Misty and Luca are going to go together. We think that Nina and Noelle are together. We think that Kai and Bentley are together. And Kugo.
Uga. That's a new
My
classmate.
dog, yeah,
He's
my
going?
dog, she's just she's trying to get under my PC like so bad. So what was I saying? Yeah,
Kai and Bentley.
Kai and Bentley. Some people are speculating that Roman and Tim might be a thing. They're like
Okay.
always together.
Mhm.
And she mentioned that she's not sure who Quinn might be with, because Quinn bounces around a lot. They say that maybe Quinn could be with Ash, but Quinn could also be with Sarah. But recently they've been caught spending a lot of time with Bentley, so it's all just speculation. She's trying to get the list down for me. Oh, and we think that you're with Silas. But you two broke up, obviously.
That was. Oh man. That's a long story. Anyways, he's like writing down, like he's like looking with Ava. He's like looking on his phone as well. He's like adding the numbers of the people in in the chat, and he sees his name like pop up 8 million times or whatever it is. And that form's like, he's like, Ava, what is this about?
Oh, that's just a petition that Rosalind's starting to get you expelled.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What do you mean expel? Why would I barely speak to Rosalind? I don't,
Oh my
why would she do
god.
that?
She's gonna rat me out.
Yeah, but yeah, but like I think there's a lot of people that don't like you, according to her. You can read all about it in the text.
Does it say who doesn't like me?
Rosalind isn't explicitly saying why she's doing it, but you can see that she's actively trying to talk to people to be like, hey, what do you know about Cain? Anything that stands out to you? And in the chat as a whole, like Ava, Rosalind, and Imani are the ones that mainly talk, but Jasper reacts to a lot of the things that they're saying.
I'm gonna have to react because as I start talking, I'm getting blown my cover.
Mhm.
What? I like.
I mean, you
I think
have
it-
her
I think
number
you're, like,
now.
one-
You could just ask her.
Does Rosalind hate me?
I don't know. I don't assume so. I mean, you have
I
some
think she
hateable
just moved to
qualities.
us.
What? What do you mean?
Alright. I'm gonna go swimming now. And she's gonna
Oh,
dive backwards into her water, leaving you to carry that weight on your own.
you know, she goes to dive, and it's the immediate switch to the Silas DM. Double bad news. Double bad news. I hate it.
Silas says you get a text back from Silas, and he'll say let's talk about it later tonight. I'm kind of caught up in some shit right now, but know that I am here for you. Your big bro's always here, just really busy. Talk to you later. Kissy, kissy, kissy. Bye.
What? She's like, will you be? It's like, all right, later tonight, fine. And he kind of just like still tries to enjoy the rest of the afternoon with Ava, but obviously he has a lot of things on his mind.
Broken heart, broken spirit.
Broken heart is hated.
Now, Misty, could you please do the honor of reading the yearbook caption?
I don't feel good about this no more, bro. Well, he. Okay. Professor Gallows reminded us that care is the true root of magical husbandry.
As promised, Professor Gallows made himself available for Misty during the evening she scheduled their tutoring session. As she arrived, she could see that he also kept his word about providing her with a meal, a steak tartare charcuterie board. Havoc had been present, curled up behind Gallows' desk on a bed that hadn't usually been present during daylight hours. Again, Gallows was not beating the allegations of him living in the husbandry lab. Gallows, on the other hand, had been tending to a large mobile enclosure that also hadn't been present during class hours. Eat, he said simply. It was a way to subtly acknowledge how her previous hunger led to her eating one of the many pets in husbandry. So, Misty, would you like to eat the meal that Gallows had provided you?
Yes, Misty is going to happily devour this board.
So, the choice in meal was strangely perfect. It was as if he knew exactly what was needed to feed a dragonborn, if not a dragon. Suddenly, the rustic way that he had chosen to display the food seemed more like a step up from a feeding bowl than a style choice. He continued to tamper with the enclosure while she ate, as focused as a brain surgeon. It wasn't until she was halfway through that he seemed to open himself up to conversation. Or instruction, rather. I've been giving it a lot of thought on how to approach this, he began. It's not every day that Apex students decide to take this course as a primary. But it was my fault for only allowing you to handle the bottom of the food chain, he continued. This here is an owl bear cub. She's not much to look at right now, but in the supernatural world, they can grow to be pretty intimidating, he informed. She's well fed, walked, and rested. Should have less reason to find you intimidating compared to a mouse. He clapped his hands, rubbed them together, and then he looked at Misty. You ready to give it a go?
So she like pauses from eating, and she is obviously listening to him, and she looks at the owlbear, and her brain is like in cuteness mode. This is like the cutest. Look at the eyes. Look at the doe eyes. And look at the feathers. It's fluffy. It's adorable. And I want to touch it. So, Misty is going to say, yes, I am ready for this.
So, Misty, the time has come to take another crack at animal husbandry. Gallows' assistance has negated the effects you may suffer from given your poor grades in core classes like Maya Science and Literature. So, with respect to the grade you currently have in animal husbandry, please provide me with an intel roll. So, what's your current grade in animal husbandry? A D. So, you will just be experiencing a -1 on your roll.
Come on, Misty. Hard work's gonna pay off.
You got this. You got this.
Okay, Misty, you totally got this. It's alone time. You have this owlbear here. You just ate my intel. Wait, what? Nah, something changed about this.
What you mean?
Oh, wait, no. My intel's +1. Okay, so I rolled regularly.
Yeah, it's a 0.
I hate everything. Please, guys, I need all the help I can get right now. Please.
You got this.
Yeah!
Finally! I hope.
That'd be a B.
All
No,
right.
yeah, B.
So I think that's a C.
It is.
Yeah. But finally, Misty, you are able to touch upon the animal and it is very receptive to you. To the point where you're even able to lift it up and out of its cage without much issue. How does this make you feel?
Misty is so happy right now. Like, she's holding the little owlbear. Well, not little, but just holding the owlbear. As she, like, looks at Gallows and she's like, thank you so much for today. Thank you. Like, this has made my weekend.
Professor Gallows exhales as if he has been holding his breath. Good. The choice of predatory animals was dissolution, he explained with a decisive nod. I'll be sure to have one prepared for you during class hours from now on. That way you'll face less strain. No need to wrestle with the wrong challenges when the right ones bring out your best. His gaze flicks to Misty. It was my fault for keeping you at the bottom of the food chain, but I'll correct that.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Like, today worked out really well in my favor, and I'm really grateful. And the food was great. Like, where did you get it from?
I had it made at the cafeteria. I just had it configured to be for dragons. Dragonborns.
Wait, you could do that? Can I do that?
Your food is automatically configured for that. So for example, if you ordered the chicken pot pie, once you scan your phone, it's going to register what your species is and make alterations to that meal to be in compliance with what you are.
What? The other day they had like soggy tortillas and more milk. It didn't adjust.
It does adjust when you order the meal. It's been doing that since day one. You probably just don't notice because you tend to be hungry.
Wow. Oh my god.
That being said, it probably would be a soggy egg tortilla with soggy dragon food in it, but I'm not the cafeteria chef, so I have nothing to say about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start paying attention more. I didn't realize that.
Alright, you're free to play with Biscuit a little bit longer. I'm gonna start wrapping things up.
Biscuit, is it a boy or girl? They, them?
It's a girl.
Guys, I'm so happy. You have no idea. I've waited so long for this.
Him with the intrusive thoughts. I just see eat him. Eat him. Eat the owlbear.
So Missy is like trying to well, is it okay if I groom Biscuit? Like what does she like? is it okay for me to like brush her or feed her? Well, she's already fed and walked, so like, what else can I do?
You're the one that's having the conversation with the animal. I can't speak for her.
Okay, so with that being said, Misty looks to Biscuit and stares in her eyes. And she's just like, do you want belly rubs?
So you look deeply into Biscuit's eyes, and you notice that she's looking away from you. And it's like a quick look to the side, and then back to you. And when you finally follow her line of sight, she's looking at your food plate.
Priorities.
Testing. Okay. So Biscuit, oh my god, Misty follows Biscuit's gaze to the security board, and they walk over together, and she offers Biscuit a nice meaty treat to eat.
She almost takes your hand off eating that food. She wanted it so bad. And like Gallo said, she was well fed. So she's not hungry. She's just greedy.
And I wouldn't be able to pass down a good meat even if I was full too. So it's okay, girl. Us big girls still gotta eat. Misty is literally having a full-on conversation with Biscuit. At this
Biscuit
point.
is running herself through the platter of whatever's left. She's eating the bread, she's eating the onions, the little strawberries, whatever meat. She's licking the charcuterie board plate. She's practically walking on the table. And you know, Gallows at some point when he's cleaning up, he kind of looks, and you could see it cross his face, like, you know, that's not their food. But he kind of just, the guilt washes over his face after, and he just turns around and pretends not to look.
I feel so bad for this professor guy.
Don't assault the students!
Now, Misty, before we move on from your weekend magical husbandry, is there anything you would like to say or do?
Yes. Well, out of character, guys. Obviously, I did very well today. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a
Uh-huh.
C. Wait, that's what I got, right? I got a C.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I got a C now. I'm with Professor Gallows in a classroom, y'all. I'm about to just start going ham on these questions. What's your type? Well, I'm gonna do it right now anyway. I'm just letting y'all know it's about to get really raunchy up in here, probably.
Go off, Queen.
Thank you. So-
Succeed
You
where
can
we
do what you
fail.
like.
So before Misty leaves for the day or whatever, she is going to go to Professor Gallows and she is going to ask a couple questions. One of them being well, first of all, she's going to say thank you for today. Today was great. I hope we can do this again. If you have the time, obviously.
To which he is going to say, yeah, remember on your app if you ever need a meeting with any of your professors. It can always be arranged, or even if I'm not here, you can book the room. But I know I said I'd be here, so Just
Misty is going to reply with, I think it would be better if I would just schedule time with you, and if we can do this again next week, or we'll just schedule it through the app with you.
I think scheduling it through the app is better because let's say I'm not available for whatever reason, it would show my calendar.
Yeah, then I could totally do that. Also, I've been meaning to ask, like, what is your species?
Oh, yeah, those things matter to underclassmen like you. I'm a light elf.
Jesus.
It hit an octave I've never heard.
A light elf?
Oh,
my
God.
god.
My pussy!
Where is this coming from?
From the DM.
The soundboards.
No, that was from Misty. She said that.
Misty, you got that kind of vocal
Real.
range? That's crazy.
Real.
Y'all, he's a light elf. That explains everything. Okay.
Still confused?
Okay. So, Misty is going to say, "Oh, I probably would not have guessed that you are a light elf. Also, what is your... Don't take this the wrong way, but what is your type in a partner?"
You see, I'd like to say that I never really chose Havoc. Havoc chose me. I was actually a student here a couple of years back, and I don't know, like I said, the first day I just had a real knack for animal handling. It's just where I come from, there's a lot of animals, farm-oriented, ranchery and whatnot, so it was pretty easy for me to transition into handling supernatural animals. But, you know, ever since that first class, it was like Havoc and I had a mental connection. You know, you should have seen their mom. She was a lovely wolf, and it was a privilege to care for her in her final years. But when she passed, she specifically requested that I maintain my close friendship with Havoc, and ever since we've kind of just been inseparable. You know, I like to think that Havoc actually teaches this class. I'm just here to kind of maintain what he's already taken control of. So, when you apply that to how this doesn't really matter in your first year, you're gonna probably approach the breadcrumbs of this in your second year. Just really keep your mind open to the kind of animals that you can connect with. Because
Is he dating the animal?
No, you know how
No!
you know how like police officers have like a partner dog, like their dog, their partner type stuff. That's he has a special bond with the.
It's just funny how this related to what's your type, and then it's like, well, my dog is like.
Well, I should have known better. I should have
Jeez.
known better.
He doesn't like humans, man.
So you should keep an open mind, because you never know which animal is trying to reach out to you for various reasons. But again, you won't really run into this until like late second year, early third year at the most.
Okay. I think it's really sweet that Havoc's mom trusts you to keep that bond going, and it seems to be working still, since he's still around, and he seems happy. Chillin'. But like, also, if you were to actually, I don't know, date a person, what are you looking for in a relationship if you were to get into one?
God, did fucking Dustwind put you up to this?
Duskwind. What the fuck is
Wait,
Duskwind?
which one is that one?
Dustmore?
Let me make sure I said this right. Magical husbandry, gallows, and You remember there's 2 dusk.
Right.
There's 2 dusk. I'm just trying to find.
Oh, it's her. Okay.
Yeah. It's the other person. Yeah, it's the other person who helps out with magical husbandry.
Yeah.
Professor Dustwind put you up to this. I told her 100 times. I'm not signing up for that app.
What?
ProfessorsMeet.com?
What app, Professor? Professor.
Sure. No, she didn't ask me to try to convince you about an app. I just was curious to know because, like, obviously I've been in the class a lot and, like, I've been really trying my best here, and you've also kind of helped me reach this milestone that I kind of had, so I was just wondering.
So I mean this in the kindest way possible, especially since it's been a month now. Many of you have been in your species for about a month and a half. If you are currently experiencing your heat cycle, I would strongly recommend spending some time alone in your room. That is, unless you have someone for these strong urges. It's completely normal. And he's going to move towards his desk to kind of like rattle around. And you could see that his desk is very unorganized in comparison to the actual classroom with the animals itself. Like, the cages are like very clearly labeled. Where to find the food is like right next to the cage to make sure that the animals have like the most pristine and best care possible. But you go to like the desk where his shit is, and there's like spices, and like it's as if like a spice cabinet had fallen over into the cabinet, and there's like pens and all kinds of mythical stuff. Like, even as he's rooting through it, you could see sparks and like stars flying of him trying to get things. And he finds a bottle, and then he gets like some spices and he puts it in, and then he goes over to the sink, fills it up with some water, puts a cork in it, and gives it a good shake before coming back over to Misty. And he says, "Gonna have to forgive me. It's been a couple of years since I partook in my secondary of potion brewing, but this right here is a hormone suppressant. So I understand that class is very important to you, and I would be remiss if you would have to miss class because you are going through something that you cannot help. So you're going to use this, and it should keep your heat cycle under control."
My man gave you heat suppressants.
First of all, his second craft is potion brewing, guys. This is perfect.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna hit him with the "but I want you." What you gonna say?
Grab the Homer suppressant and throw it on the ground.
That's crazy,
Y'all are bad
dog.
influences.
Hit him with a love potion. Good job. Good one, man.
I need to speak like animal so he understands what the fuck I'm trying to say. Like,
Go
I can't just
Lord.
say, "I'm trying to mate with you, bro." Or like, that's just...
I mean, you can. I just don't know how far that's gonna get you.
right? Give me a second, hold on. Oh, Kirk rated your stream.
He raided right in the middle of you.
Seduce my professor. Oh my god.
Man, hold on. I actually got some messages. We're in the stream fucking crying. The team event is sending me all these stupid jokes.
Oh my god. Guys, okay. So Misty is obviously going to take the potion from him and say, "Thank you. I didn't know you potion brew. Let me try to make this clearer. I am trying to ask you out on a date.
Woo!
Am I your type? Can I be your type? Yes or no?"
Pulling out the little folding paper with the yes, no.
Hold that thought. Professor Gallows is going to turn on his heels and walk towards, like, if there's a entrance to the classroom just beyond his desk is like where you believe leads to that stable area, or like a storage, it's just like a second area that leads deeper into the laboratory. And he walks through that door and closes the door.
Oh, you gonna go and knock at the door?
Havoc's head kind of like lifts up, and he like looks to see that the door is closed, and then he looks at Misty, and then he puts his head down.
I could have taken a no. Like, I'm a big girl. I wouldn't have cried. But he also said to wait. So do I wait? So she kind of like kneels down to Havoc, and she's like, "Havoc, did I make him uncomfortable?"
You want to attempt to talk to Havoc. Can I get another animal handling roll?
Since I'm doing better, I have a C now, so can I roll?
You can roll with your +1 intel. Yes.
Roll regularly.
Since I'm okay, my question is, I'm still level 1, obviously, so my passive just doesn't work until I level up.
So your passive works. You have a lower roll requirement than everyone else because you naturally have animal handling. That being said, you just haven't been hitting that roll because the rolls have just been so low. So it is always active. Like, I know you have magnetism.
Ah, okay, hold on.
So you're gonna look to Havoc, and Havoc's gonna look to you. And Havoc is going to look back to where Gallows went. And Havoc's gonna look back to you. And Havoc is going to... We will see you on Monday.
It speaks!
Oh my god!
Wait, I was losing my mind. But what did Havoc say?
We will see you on Monday.
So he's not coming back? He's not...
Yeah, he bailed. He couldn't
Gallows
handle that.
left, bro. Gallows like, I don't know what to do here.
He absconded, bro. He's gone.
Yes,
Okay.
I got rejected in the one of the nicest way possible, I guess.
He gave you an Irish exit. He's like, I'll be right back. Just never returned. He's like, peace.
The dog spoke to you. That has to be a good thing.
I mean,
No, maybe Gallows is just shy.
Gallows just shy.
He was
no,
obviously
he's not.
trying to.
He don't like humans, bro.
No,
Exactly,
he
he's
just was too, no, he
shy.
was too nervous. He was like, she's asking me about like these hormones, but maybe she wants help. He wasn't thinking about it like in a dating kind of way.
Maybe
threw him
he's
off, he didn't
embarrassed because he gave you hormone suppressant like an animal, but you're asking him out like a person. So he just kind of left because he keeps
Exactly. He's
doing
not
that.
used to the human, or just like other people, love. He's just used to the animals.
Because like if I did that and somebody's like, "No, you idiot! I'm asking you out on a date," I would leave too. Like unrecoverable. I'm gone.
He's
I transferred
embarrassed.
schools.
You'll see him on Monday. It's a good thing. It's a good sign. The
Yeah,
dog's talking
Monday.
to you. The dog's talking to you.
Yeah, okay. Misty, like, kind
Talk to that.
of...
Oh.
Okay, I'll see you guys Monday. Will Biscuit be okay? Because I mean, I fed her again, even though she was already full, but, like, I'm worried. Since he kind of just walked away.
Havoc is going to look at you and then slowly put their head back down.
He's done.
He's like, all right.
I'm turning back to dog. Go talk to the owl.
I think you're good. I think you're doing good.
Yeah, okay. Alright,
He said
bye,
enough.
Havoc. She's going to go over to Biscuit and just like, bye, Biscuit. I'll see
Please
you
say
Monday.
bye.
That platter is gone.
Like the food on the platter or the platter itself?
The food on the platter.
I just gotta make sure. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's just eating fucking piece of wood.
All right. Now, hold on. Let me look at my Canva to see what slides next. Tim. So Tim, can you do the honor of reading the caption?
Where were you today? Hold on. Sorry.
Clements.
Not every struggle was loud. Some carried their battles quickly. Oh, this is science.
Quietly. Now, after an afternoon of dodging balls, Tim found himself back at Roman's side as the two of them entered the science lab. As always, they were not alone. Dustmore's teacher assistant, Celine Duval, had returned for the hour to supervise the underclassmen while continuing where she left off in her book. However, she was not the immediate one to capture their eyes. Marcy and Cambria had been present. The stations were very clearly labeled. The stations were very clearly labeled from the simplest experiments to the more complex ones. Both Marcy and Cambria appeared to be shoulder to shoulder even though they were working independently, in an area labeled for more complex experiments. If those two are at those stations, they're about as far along as me, Roman comments. So Tim, you're aware that Roman currently has a B in science. It's likely that Marcy and Cambria have a similar grade, if not higher grade given their current stations. You, however, have yet to receive a grade, or, you're holding that F. Would you care to make an attempt to work all together, or are you satisfied with having only Roman as your lab partner?
Well, we can work together. Maybe it'll give you more chances to roll, so I can get a better grade than F.
Alright, who would you like to approach first, and how?
Well, I guess I'll go check in on Marcy because apparently she was supposed to be there today, unbeknownst to Tim that she never technically agreed. But like, I don't know, I'm just going off of what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
I missed you at. I was gonna say dodgeball, but she doesn't know that. I missed you at the workout today. We played dodgeball.
As Tim approached Marcy, she seemed to be working her way through an experiment involving extracting DNA from a strawberry. It was the preliminary assignment before she would need to attempt to do the same thing from a living creature. She glanced over her shoulder at his appearance, providing him with a half chuckle. Who would have thunk that Iron Man spent his weekends in science class? She taunted.
Alright.
But don't
Iron
get any
Man, that's
ideas. Don't get any ideas. I'm only here to push my good grade into a great one. I didn't have time to work out today.
Oh, well, I mean, I did pretty good at dodgeball. They're gonna tell you something different, but let's just say I would have impressed you.
I see. Well, that is good to know. I guess you're in here because you are also trying to achieve academic excellence. What experiment are you on?
The first one.
You do know that the packet is due soon.
What better time than any?
Well,
And that's actually kind of what I'm here for. I was wondering, you're here, Roman's here, I'm here. What if we all butt heads and you help me? I need help.
So what
Yeah,
you're actually
I-
asking is if Roman and I can carry you upon our backs.
Yeah.
How about you just get started on the very first experiment, and I'll see if I feel like helping you. As your captain, your
Okay.
performance in various spaces is a reflection of
Whoa.
me. So I'm going to need you to get busy.
More the reason for you to help me then.
If you don't get on that first experiment, I will turn you into one.
Whoa, don't distract my DNA. All right, let's get this.
Alright, Tim. Would you like to also ask Cambria for help? Or are you satisfied with you, Roman, and Marcy?
No, I need it all.
So, Cambria seemed to be moving to the beat of her own drum, and upon closer inspection, it became clear that she was breaking lab regulations by experimenting with her AirPods. Her pigtails had likely hidden their presence from Celine, or perhaps Celine just hadn't cared at all. What would you like to do?
Were you trying to make those louder?
She can't hear you.
Fuck. I thought she had them off.
No, she has them on.
Why would you experiment with them on? That's dangerous.
That's the point! She's breaking the rules. It be them theater kids.
I didn't know the rule
Break
breaking
it.
she was putting her in danger. I thought the AirPods was the rule. I'm looking around. I'm like, oh wait. Okay, that makes more sense. I just start waving my hand.
Ow. She's dancing a little bit too hard with what appears to be a bottle of acid. Like, I'm beautiful in the way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born. Oh. And she takes the AirPod out with the glove that probably has experiment stuff on it. Oh my god, Tim! Hi! How are you?
Why is she talking so loud? She still has it on. She can't hear me. Why is she talking to me?
You trying to
One
be
ear is
friendly, dog?
One ear is completely shot.
How are you, man?
doing well. I'm doing well. How are you? Gotta put the same energy.
Oh man, you're here for science? You trying to get your
Yeah.
science on? You trying to get
That's
your
exact-
education? You're trying to get a good grade?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm here for. And I'm actually here to ask
I'm
you.
sorry, I can't hear you. Let me just. And she takes both of her AirPods off. Hey man, how you doing?
So loud.
I'm doing awesome. And I was wondering, I know you're jamming over here, so it's okay if you don't want to. If we all could do a little group science session to help me out, because I'm not doing the best.
Oh sweet, I love
Yeah,
group sessions. Let's go.
Alright.
We should
Alright.
all tackle the most complex experiment. If we put all of
What
our
the
heads
fuck
together,
is-
we could ace the class doubly.
Does the math on that, gang?
That's math. I have an A in math. It's not mathing.
Okay, considering that Marcy's not gonna back down from that and Roman's pretty smart, I'm just gonna agree. Like I'm throwing for yeah, I was only on the first one, but I don't mind skipping that a little bit.
So
Let's
Tim,
get it.
the time has come for you to make the first attempt at starting your science work. Please provide us with an intel with respect to your current grade in science class.
So did Roman gave me the ring back earlier? Does this still work in this situation?
Roman did not give you the ring back, but you could ask.
Can I
for
just
it back.
yeah? Roman, let's like me that ring real quick.
What
Do you have it
ring?
on you?
Your ring?
What do you mean,
have
what
it on
ring? It's my ring.
you? He takes it off. Here you go.
What? This guy's stealing my intel. This guy's...
That's not what he was doing.
give me my ring back. Okay. Thank you. This is gonna help.
Oh, okay.
It only removes the negative effect. Doesn't even do anything. All right.
No.
Let's get this ready. What am I supposed to roll again?
Okay. It's supposed to be an intel roll.
Okay, so let me take a look here real quick. I have nothing, but then I had the -1 because I'm acing science, but then I got to do the +1 because of the ring. So I just roll 1d. All right.
Yes.
That's better. I don't even care what it is. I just know it's not an F.
You cooked him with
Okay,
that.
let me see. That is a C. You now have.
Oh my
a C
God.
In the class.
Fuck yeah.
All right, you know what? They were able to catch you up to speed to the best of their abilities. And as you and your classmates continued to work on, conversation came naturally. All right, Tim, spill. Who's your crush? Everyone's got one. It's Cambria.
All right.
All right.
Your headphones back on. Well, I've been trying to think about it. Roman informed me of this. Was it Roman? I forgot this whole day. Roman informed me of this this dance or something that we're having soon.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I've been really busy, but now I'm kind of on top of that. I'm thinking I haven't really talked to many people though, to be honest with you.
Marcy will say it sounds like you need to change that. Like, do you guys already know who you'd ask to the Autumn Ball? Obviously, this doesn't matter for me and Cambria because we're women, and women do not ask. We are asked. So, you two, men, who are you asking?
Yeah, Roman, who are you asking?
Yeah, you just threw him to the wolves with
You know, that's actually a very interesting question, and like most interesting questions, they come with interesting answers. I've actually been in conversation with someone all this time.
You
but
gonna
I
talk
just
like this?
Haven't.
And who is this someone?
I was going to ask Cambria.
the gas.
Cambria was with it. Oh! Wow. Is that why you came to, is that why you came to science today? To ask me to the
actually was.
dance? Absolutely.
He said lyingly.
Oh my god! Yes! Yes, I'd love to go to the Autumn Ball with you! Sweet. This is everything I've always wanted.
It's poor
It
man.
is the feeling that's not he's
out of-
always wanted.
Out of character. Between these two rivals, only really one of them is kind of pushing it here. Right, when you do Cain versus Roman, I feel like there's a big success difference between the two of them.
What are you talking about?
So Cambria starts going on and on. She's like, I haven't even thought about my dress. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. We gotta have matching outfits. I need you to buy me a corsage. You can't buy me a corsage, right? Are you broke?
Bruh.
Hell no.
And he's like, let me know exactly what you want, and I will fulfill that.
The regret.
Great,
Just
great.
W Roman.
So clearly something's happening here. And while Cambria kind of pulls Marcy into like the feminine urge to talk about dresses and what you're going to wear and who does Marcy hope acts as her and all of that, Rowan kind of like turns to Tim, you know, poking at his experiment a little bit, and he just, yeah, so I told you who I was going to act as Cambria, in case someone acts as me, because obviously everyone knows that I'm your best friend. What kind of person would actually make you say yes to going with them?
Save him.
You didn't
Throw
have to
him like one bone, like a chicken bone, something.
You didn't have to show off like that.
What?
Because now I have to say somebody.
Yeah, dude. You know, I so
I
had
thought we
something
made
else.
like that. I thought we made like that pact earlier where we were kind of still thinking about it, and you just kind of threw. I know I threw you under the bus, but then you kind of reversed it back, and I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had a crush on Cambria for a long time.
Check if he's lying.
How the fuck do you want me to do that? Are you lying?
Perception check. That's what you do if you want to see if someone's lying.
I bet my perception is garbage.
Nah,
It's
just
intel.
do it. Just do it. Intel.
It's worth a shot. Like, I want the tea, so I'm gonna tell you to roll because I want the tea, and I don't know roll to ask him.
Oh yeah, this guy's definitely fucking lying. You were telling me earlier he wasn't even thinking.
Has to do with perception check.
I thought you said you weren't even thinking about it earlier.
I was just too embarrassed to say that I had a thing for
Bruh,
Cambria.
Tim, Max, ask the DM. DM, can I perception roll if he's lying? And wait for her to say yes. To roll.
Can I do a perception check to see if he's lying?
Yeah, on God, you can. It'd be a juicy intel roll.
Lying if he had a crush on Cambria this whole time.
Is this a
Check
plus
that
one?
right now.
This is a +1, I think.
None of my classes affect this conversation. You're not gonna pull like a math out of me.
You're
so,
passing
according to this
science right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
So, okay, hold on. Read.
He's passing science, but he only has a C, so it's not gonna.
No, but I just
No,
want to make
no.
sure there's no negative effect here.
I
You're not
have
gonna
to
say,
see-
well,
I
according to
don't-
literature, you actually don't get to ask that
You
question.
know, thank you. Let me check literature. You're failing that, right?
Why would you?
You fucked up. You fucked up.
I don't know. It's a big sure.
Okay, no.
This fucking guy.
Here it is. You're trying to get a read on his emotions, so the ability to reference strengthen knowledge of rare magical words, the impact of a story's arc on that. Stronger when character aligns with art. When referencing grammatical structure. Yes. As the rules of literature will dictate, you are missing the symbolic syntax of this moment. And that is the grammatical structure of spell language, using it to properly grant clarity in incantations. So you will be going without an advantage. So disadvantage -1 if you have an F in that class.
Yeah, but I got a +1, so just disadvantage. Look, I'm trying. I didn't know I was gonna fall into a trap.
Alright, you
14
are
sounds
having a
good.
hard time getting a read on Roman.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay.
This is definitely, his behavior is a little bit contradictory, but you can't pinpoint one. You don't know what's going on.
I think he's wanting to show off,
Mhm.
and he has the money to do it.
So Tim, before we move on from your science review, is there anything you would like to say or do to anyone? Perhaps you wanna boldly ask Marcy to the dance.
I don't know. She'll hit me.
She'll hit me.
I don't know. Delilah was talking about hitting men, and then they were like talking at lunch or something.
Okay, but they talked about this in A Beautiful Mind. Your wingman's supposed to go up and ask the less popular person at the bar out first, so the popular person feels more inclined to say yes when you go up. She's primed. if you're gonna ask, it's gotta be now.
Yeah, but Tim doesn't know this, but I do. She's already fucking kicking it with Zeke. I'm not gonna put myself in that position.
Whoa! Everyone
know.
knows that Zeke and Marcy are at the hip. People are
And I'm
assuming
absolutely not asking her.
People are assuming they're together, but there has been no
Yeah.
confirmation other than their proximity.
Absolutely not asking her out.
Mhm.
I guess I'll respond to his question and say maybe I thought a little more about asking Salem, but I'm not quite sure yet.
I'm so happy for the two of you.
Hit him
Dog.
with another perception roll.
Between me and you, she's a pretty good dodgeball player.
Yeah, I bet I hope she's way better at dodgeball than she is at her classes.
The shade?
She got me out twice.
It sounds like you guys had an amazing time, and I'm happy for you.
Yo, it sounds like he's
Do
holding
you-
back
do you-
tears.
Do you want me to, like, prod around with
No.
her to see if she's going? I won't say that it's you. Obviously, I'll just see if she's thinking about going with somebody. Be your wingman.
Don't get this girl sick.
Yeah, but let's just don't mention my name. I would prefer not to be put on the spot. You can just be my little spy,
Yeah, I would be more than happy to do that for you. What are best friends for?
for this.
Exactly.
I mean, I set you up with the whole Cambria question too. So I'm just saying that.
Yeah, and I'm so happy you did.
Sounds like he's lying.
Jesus Christ, man.
So, before we move on, is there anything you would like to say or do?
No, I think that's about it for me over here.
Cain, would you be endeared? Please take a moment to read the captions.
Woo!
Rosalind, thank Christ.
No, he's gonna cancel the petition.
Sometimes the best lessons came from the guests we never expected.
As Cain arrived to his usual study room with Noelle and Nina, he was surprised to see that their little study group had expanded for today. Nina looked back to him, waving for him to join the table. I hope you don't mind. Literature's my best subject right now, and Amani and Rosalind needed some help too. Cain, you haven't had the opportunity to spend time with Amani and Rosalind as of yet. How does their addition to your study group make you feel?
When it comes to Amani's 100% smiles all around, he sees Rosalind and he kind of gets scared because he to your point, haven't interacted with this person, yet she hates me.
You don't know that.
So it's like, ooh, okay, well maybe I can use this opportunity to, maybe fix things. And that's all going through his brain. He's like, yeah, absolutely. As you always say, the more the merrier. Let's get it done.
Now, Rosalind took a deep exhale as she flipped through the various assignments. These books are impossible. There's so many terms here I just don't understand. Imani nodded in affirmation. I've spent so much time making a glossary of all of the words I didn't know that I made a dictionary rather than notes. And Nina opened one of her books before informing them. That's because you're way too focused on how the story is being told versus what's actually being told, she began. Just use some of the same strategies you did when reading mortal lore. Context clues. For example, this book right here is my favorite. Sure, it's kind of a tough read, but once I really paid attention, I realized that it was a tragic love story between the demonic deity of wrath and the vampire king of Cruelfell. At its core, it's trying to teach about how lusting for power can lead to destruction. Amani and Nina nodded slowly, trying to follow along as Nina continued to explain the reading. Now, Cain, the time has come for you to make another attempt to improve your literature grade. With respect to your
Absolutely.
current grade in the class, could you provide me with an intel roll?
Can I use math?
How are you gonna use math?
I would love to use the enchantment index, which is the multiplier applied when calculating enchanted object effects, which relates to not only the symbolic syntax, as the spell language, the grammar structure of spell language, the lexicon of power, which is the knowledge of magical words in regards of spell rolls and negotiations, as well as narrative resonance, which is the story's arc on magical effects.
I will allow it.
Flat.
Mhm.
Woo!
Unfortunately, Tim, you cannot roll here because this is
That's rough.
a study session, not a projected class.
I can be there in spirit though.
Damn it!
Damn.
Oh, roll so good! I hate here.
So as you continue to talk about the books, some questions arose based on the literature. Noelle was the first to inquire. Do you find romantic rituals like dances efficient or a waste of resources?
W question.
Wait, what? So dancing a waste of time or good? Is that what I heard?
He's asking if things like the autumn equinoxia dance is fun. Do you think it's fun or corny? Nina clarifies.
Cain goes, oh yeah, I think it's a great idea. I just learned about it like a few hours ago, but I think it's a great thing. I think it's gonna be super fun.
To which Imani's gonna respond, Cain, if you just heard about it a few hours ago, you need to get on the Simstagram app, because it's all we've been talking about. Like, speaking of which, do you have your eye on anyone to take to the autumn ball? She asks Cain.
You did.
Oof.
Like in the face claim for Cain, his hands on his like back of his neck. He's kind of like, was like, yeah, I did, but it's not gonna work out.
Why isn't it going to work out? Who did you ask? Who did you already ask? What happened? Nina's asking, desperate for the tea.
I asked Ava
You
to spend a lot
know!
of time together, but her preference isn't. Our preferences don't align, which is completely valid. We're still friends.
Roslyn is going to chuckle. And she's gonna say, of course it didn't work out. Ava's a lesbian.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Dude, you really need to get on Simstagram. Some people put their sexualities on there.
Logging in immediately?
I think I've been so distracted by trying to get my grades up, I haven't even used it. I will definitely hear your advice, heed your advice. How about you guys? Anyone already have a partner?
Nina is going to exhale, and she's gonna be like, well, the only thing that I've really thought about is what outfit I would like to wear. It's just a little bit complicated, because there are some aspects of my body that are a little bit furry ever since the change. And I'm not sure if it's appropriate. Like, I get it, we're like different creatures and everything, but what if I want to wear a really cute short dress, but then my hooves are showing? or my talons are showing. Like, it's really complicated. And then Ross is gonna be like, well, if you're not prepared to show yourself in that way, why don't you just, like, wear your glamour? And Nina says, like, isn't that like cheating?
I don't think it's cheating. I mean, you can do whatever you like. I can't really hide my fangs, so I don't think it's like overexposure. Like, if you want to be you, be you.
So, Roslyn is going to ask, so, since we're here talking about relationships, Cain, you're the only person that I haven't really gotten the opportunity to know. What do you think is the line between passion and control in a relationship?
Passion and control in relationship? Let me think. Dude, what would Cain think? What would Cain think going to character sheet?
In the meantime, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
In the meantime, so Noel, are you thinking about going to the dance? And Noel's gonna be like, why would I go to the dance? Well, because everyone's going. I don't really see how the logic that you provided is supposed to be reason enough for me to go to a dance. That's fair. That's fair.
That's how you think
This
the
was,
longest
that
time?
was Rosalind who asked, right?
Yeah.
To Rosalind, it's like, I think a lot of things can be considered controlling, but I think it really depends on the people involved and the communication between them. Like for me, there's not a lot of things that I necessarily want to control when it comes to my partner, as long as they're honest. Like if they want to hang out with friends at night, they can, whatever. It's just communication is key for me, but I think that differs between each person.
Okay. Would you say that your family has experience with that? Like, they prefer passion over control?
Family's kind of weird. I guess I don't even know. I don't really. Everyone's so different in my family, so I couldn't even say. But I think they're passionate people. Sure.
Oh, okay. Now, Cain, before we move on from your literature review, is there anything you would like to say or do?
Like, if possible, he wants to have like a kind of one-on-one talk with Rosalind.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Kind of like he's not getting it. He's waiting for Rosalind to like try her best, and whether she sees or fails, is like, hey, can we talk for a second?
Yeah, sure.
And he
Cat,
kind
you're
of like,
unmuted.
Oops.
this gonna kind of pull just like the far end of the table. Is like, so today.
Oh, wait. Before you ask me to dance, I just want you to know that I prefer women in friends.
No, I wasn't gonna ask you. I wasn't gonna ask you to dance, but I
This guy's
appreciate the
like 0
honesty. I
for
guess. I appreciate the honesty, I guess. I was more so gonna ask. Well, Ava mentioned a petition you're making, and I kind of, she added me to the group chat, and I saw. So I was just wondering, like, did I do anything to wrong you?
What are you talking about?
Gaslighting!
Well, she's mentioned the petition that you're making, and
Really?
to get me expelled from school.
What group chat are you talking about?
The healed girlies chat.
I don't understand. Well, you know Ava, she's always talking all kinds of things, so even I can't really follow what she's saying sometimes. Could you show it to me?
Super scared to pull my phone right now. I mean, yeah, I just, it's cool. I just wanted to ask if I did anything wrong. And kind of like pulls out his phone.
So as you pull out your phone to go into the healed girlies chat, you see that you are no longer in the healed girlies chat.
Oh my god. Fun. Well, that's different from before, but I guess.
What's different?
You know what? Never mind. I guess I was seeing things.
Oh, okay. Well, I can completely relate to that. I'm always constantly like seeing things. All the spirits and stuff.
Oh yeah, that must really suck actually. Sorry you had to go through that.
But yeah, I'm sorry about what happened with Ava, Yeah, I know she's really hard to understand, but if you're still looking for a date to the dance, I can attest that Imani is still on the table. Just saying. Or if you swing a different way, because I don't want to assume. I'm not exactly entirely 100% sure you didn't hear this from me, but I know that Jasper's demisexual. I don't know if that's femme or mass leaning, but there's opportunities there.
Yeah, I appreciate the help. I'll think about it.
Okay. Just text me if you need anything, or you need me to put in a good word for you about them, to them.
I appreciate it, Rosie. He's also gonna talk to Nina after all the studying's over. And
Okay.
it's not necessarily private or anything like that, but it's like
Noelle's charging in the background. And...
I'm real sorry, Nina. I'm like really still not getting this. Is it cool if we try again later this week? I just like I feel like I'm not. Maybe I'm just maybe today's just not it for me. Study wise, I also didn't really do that great when we were in science lab.
Oh, okay. You want to study again? Yeah. Noelle, is it gonna be okay? Noelle, is it gonna be okay if we have a few more study sessions throughout the week? And Noelle is going to look at the table and then look up at you two and say, yeah, my schedule is very much free. I am now fulfilling my time slots with potential study sessions for all of us.
Cool. I appreciate you both. I don't know. Today, I guess, is just not my day.
Yeah, you seem to have hard days very often. Are you okay?
You want the honest answer? Or...
The honest answer?
I would like you to feel as if you can be as honest as you need to be.
No, today's been rough, but like usual, I should be able to get through it.
Well, no one ever said that you had to get through it alone. We can do something other than study. Like, I know some people are out there partying, everyone's like hooking up and stuff and planning things they're gonna do for the autumn equinoxia ball, but there's other ways to hang out. Like, we can have a movie night. Just because you're suffering doesn't mean you have to do it alone.
You know, I very much like that. We can. Is there like a movie place around here?
Oh,
Or
Noelle's
someone
room.
But it's just a screen and like a
Super
charging outlet.
Interesting. Noel, that's so cool.
Noelle says that my room is in optimal condition for a movie night.
Well, yeah, that would be awesome, actually.
Okay, well, let's keep the study train going. Wait, it is no longer a study train. Now it's a party train. Alright, guys, let's go. Oh, Noelle, you have to unplug yourself. And he's gonna unplug himself. Alright, Cain, you have plans to hang out with the Nerd Squad.
Nerd Squad. We're gonna watch
They're nice to
Star
you.
Trek.
Oh man. Okay. Now we are going to shift into that was
Bentley. Bentley.
Bentley.
How you looking at me, dog?
Bentley's delinquent ass.
Bentley's delinquent ass. Yes. So Bentley, would you do me the honors of reading the caption?
Okay. The unscheduled hour. Turns out the greatest spell was finding out freedom. We could just leave.
Okay, once again, Bentley was deviating from the norm as he gathered with his fellow burnouts from Viradora and Magitechra. Riven had made it known last lunch that he had tampered with a soul container provided to him by the school to temporarily pacify his urge to consume souls. Being a member of the Magitechra house, it was all too easy for him to prototype adding a feature that allowed his container to detect souls. He was determined to test it in a nearby town. However, up until that moment, Bentley had never considered if it was possible for students to leave the campus. That was until he found himself standing at the campus's edge with Riven, Sarah, Quinn, and Ash. This exit that led to the town had appeared to be a normal gated point. There was even an upperclassman student that worked the counter. His name was Orion, and he was a third-year student from House Draconia. At least, that's what Bentley overheard from his conversation with Ash. Hell, before today, the only upperclassmen Bentley had known were their RAs, and yet Ash seemed to speak with Orion as if they were old friends. Quinn leans over to Bentley and whispers, "Ash has been out almost every night since we've got here," they informed him. "So Bentley, you're about to leave campus for the first time since your arrival. Can you describe to us how you're feeling with respect to not only learning about this possibility, but actively doing it?"
There's so much going through his mind because you've never seen another student for real that hasn't been in your student body, and you're not aware of these like interdimensional rings that's putting people on different planes on top of yours, so like that's already a lot. You didn't know there was an edge of this campus. You kind of just go where you need to go, and you've been wandering around from first year dorm to fourth year dorm. So you're thinking about it, and half of you is excited because you're reminded that your life outside of this exists, and half of you is filled with dread because the condition you left your life out of, from the condition you left your life to come here is just kind of like, I don't think any problems will come up when I get back out there, but this has kind of been my escape, and now I have to think about it. So it's dread, it's excitement, it's curiosity.
Orion approached the collective of first-year students, standing at approximately 6'1". His cream-colored tank top matched the headphones he wore to pass the time, revealing a series of gray scheme tattoos that covered the right side of his neck and transitioned into a sleeve. His ebony hair contrasted his bright complexion, but matched the 4 rings that he held between his fingers for them. "I would usually be more thorough, but since you're traveling with Ash, you should be fine," he mentioned while passing out the rings. "The bottom line is, follow all of the same rules you would on campus, do not cause a ruckus, and do not give any reason for us to have to send anyone after you. Skip the supernatural talk, and just have a decent time in fresh air," he began. "Under no circumstances are you to remove this ring. You're all still volatile with your powers. That should be reason enough to follow the rules," he explained, taking out his Motorola Razr to give his contact information to all of you. "Word of advice, call me before the higher-ups if you get into any trouble." Ash saluted to Orion. "Don't worry, champ. I'll have them home in one piece before midnight." To which Orion chuckled as everyone equipped their ring. Now once again, the ring seemed to be equal parts magic as it was technology, and owed to the kind of artifacts those of Magitechra were manufacturing. "So Bentley, it seems you'll be putting a lot of faith into Ash's hands. Do you have any questions for Orion before you depart, or are you too excited to move freely?" Testing. Yes.
He has a lot of questions, a lot geared towards Ash, but Orion's relationship with Ash and his level of trust in not only him being allowed to leave, but him supervising 4 other people being allowed to leave. raises a lot of questions. So he approaches Orion and is like, hey, I'm thankful to be able to like get out there and get outside. What's the vibe of the town like from here? Is there people like us, or is it just like before we came to Solstice?
Once you leave these walls, it's all human, all the time.
Alright, do they know that this place exists? Like, can I say I came from a school, or like I'm just traveling through, don't mention it?
Like I said, skip the supernatural talk.
Alright, can do. We give these rings back. Do we get them each time we come to leave, or is this more like a one-time assignment type thing?
You'll give them back when you come back to me in one piece. Or when I'm scraping up the pieces of you should you get into trouble. Remember, call me, not your professors.
Bentley puts the ring on a little like firmer because he doesn't want to come home in a lunchbox, and he says, "Can do, absolutely. Say less."
Now, Misty, will you do me the honors of reading the caption?
The biggest twist wasn't the town itself, it was finding out Ash had been there all along.
Freedom, or at least the illusion of it. Bentley walked the road alongside his classmates and some of his closest friends in a manner that reminded him of when life was more carefree. This is where he discovered that the town just beyond the walls of Solstice was small and rural. If this were real life, some might even go as far to say as the presence of Solstice had transformed this region into a college town. The houses were few and far between with massive yards, farms even, with a gas station on further corners for travelers who might have been doing nothing more but passing by. Near the gas station, there was a small promenade with small businesses, likely owned by the locals. It felt so surreal to see something so normal that Bentley had almost missed Ash's request. "Hey," Ash chimed from beside him. "Hold out your hand," he instructed again. Ash seemed to have what appeared to be a tinkering instrument, perhaps a magic screwdriver of sorts.
Oh, me? Yeah, sure. What is this? What am I holding? What am I looking at?
As you presented him with your hand, he held it steady as the two of you walked along, and he proceeded to tinker with your ring. From the way the ring pulsed and twitched, you were certain that he was jailbreaking it. And there we go. Ash chimed as he released Bentley's hand and twirled his tool back into his pocket. The ring they give you at the gate suppresses your powers, among other invasive things, he explained. So consider yourselves officially off the grid for a few hours. From their perspective, it should look like we're spending time at that diner. Woo! Quinn chimed lazily. At least for one night, I'm a free person. Sarah examined her ring with a tilt of the head. Not to be a bummer, she began, but should we really take the leash off the demon boy? She inquired with mild concern as she gestured a thumb towards Riven, who was attempting to activate his own gadget. "Oh haha," Riven retorted shortly after his cylinder clicked, beeping faintly like one would expect a metal detector to. "I'll tell you what. If I start to act out of character, the four of you have my full permission to take my head. How about that?" So Bentley, Ash seems to have guaranteed that you were a free man for a few hours. However, Sarah does raise a good point about, well, Riven. Everyone seems to be so nonchalant. How does that make you feel? And what do you say?
He jailbreaks the rings. Your first concern is, man, I hope this shit don't blow up. It doesn't. You're really relieved, and you're like, oh, probably been doing this for like ever. He just looks like he's never in class, so this must be what he does. And then as you're like coming down, Riven's talking about, oh, you know, you have full permission to take my head, which isn't a promise that he'll, like, not act out. It's a promise of, this is what's gonna happen when I act out. So he just kind of like, you know, how about we just spend some time with Riven, help him with his little thing, and nobody's head's gotta roll. Cool? I think that's cool. I think that's the solution.
So Quinn threw their arm around Ash's shoulder. So, Mr. Rocketman, what do you do in this shitty little town for fun? They inquired. Ash chuckled, dragging Quinn along as he guided everyone deeper into town. Come on, I'll introduce you to some of my friends. Alright, and the... Cain, would you be so kind as to read to me the yearbook captions?
Looking back, it wasn't just about leaving campus. It was about finding new bonds in unexpected places.
The door creaked open to a seedy little bar that matched a seedy little town, revealing a few individuals that were similar in age to your collective. Ash's friends, and by the smell of it, they were all human. Ah! They all exclaimed in union at Ash's arrival, as their expressions varied by the company they kept. Behind the bar stood a man no taller than 5'10", with dark, slightly wavy hair running down his back and an army green bomber jacket. Hey man, you know the rules. Your friends better be 21. Ash held the door open for his supernatural friends to be able to crowd the bar, where his human friends dwelled, retorting back. Oh yeah? Then why's Lila here? He joked. Because I picked the best movies, chimed the petite 5'4" blonde girl in the striped crop top, blue jeans, and slightly unkempt hair. She had a dated remote in her hand. She struggled to get a VHS of The Notebook to play on an equally dated mounted TV. Ugh, this tape was working yesterday. Go figures. She was assisted by a red-headed male in a black scully, white shirt, and olive-colored windbreaker. He stood at about 6 feet tall and had silver piercings that lined his ears, matching the nose ring, chain, and glasses. He reached up towards the TV, slamming his fist into the side of it, and ultimately causing the tape to start. Ah! Oh my god! Thank you, Jax, you're the best! Hey, watch it! That's really delicate equipment, the bar guy shouted to this Jax fellow. Upgrade your shit, Jax retorted before falling back into the corner booth, just beside an arcade cabinet of Pac-Man. Except this. You get rid of this, and I'm torching the place. He chuckled. Oh my god! Everyone from that school is always so damn fine! From the corner booth emerged a 5'6" baddie with a fresh set of goddess locks with gold accents. She was pretty in an influencer way, like she enjoyed doing her makeup just as much as she enjoyed grabbing Riven by the ends of his shirt and yanking him close, startling him thoroughly. This one here barely got a shirt on, and that one over there, and she points at Bentley. He in a crop top, she just. Man, Ash, when you gonna tell me what I gotta do to get into that place? Riven looked to Ash nervously. Ash, get your friend, he pleaded. Don't look at him, look at me. I'm trying to be a friend. She flirted boldly, causing every ounce of Riven's exposed skin to burn red from embarrassment. Ash simply chuckled, giving a brief introduction as best he could. Bentley, Sarah, Quinn, Riven, he said while pointing to you all, then to the others. Elias, Lila, Jax, and Naya. There, you're all acquainted with one another. Now let's drink. Now Bentley, you've been provided with the unique opportunity to spend time amongst humans for the first time in weeks. Who amongst Ash's mortal friends do you feel drawn to speaking to first?
You know, Riven's already being dog walked by the Instagram baddie, and we're gonna let him just suffer through that because he's talking about us killing him. So maybe that'll keep him nice and calm. I'm gonna talk with the bartender.
And what would you like to say to them?
So Bentley sits down. He says, "Hey, I'd really just appreciate like something non-alcohol. I'll take water. I'll take water at this point. Like, I'm such a lightweight. I still gotta walk back to campus. I'll take water."
Water, okay. So it doesn't take much for him to provide you with a glass of water, of which he pushes it across the counter. He says, "No problemo." And here you go. I don't have to check an ID for that.
Yeah, I'm of age, but I ain't trying to get in your hair like that. So, what is there to do in this town? What do you do to have fun?
Well, it's currently Saturday night, and you're looking at the funnest place to hang out.
Alright, that tracks. So does the Pac-Man machine take coin or dollars?
Alright, so it takes coins, but it only accepts every third coin.
Where do the other two go?
That shit sounds like a scam.
I don't know. I've tried to repair it on several occasions. I just want you to know that I guess you can consider it 75 cents a game.
It just is 75 cents.
Huh. I mean, I don't like the way that breaks down from $1, but I guess a game's a game. Like,
Yeah, and if you insert a dollar bill into that, no change.
so 75 cents or $1.
Yeah, choice is yours, based off of what you have in your pockets.
Where'd you get this machine, man?
It's been here since before me, and probably since before you.
Oh, so that's like the senior citizen in the bar. Okay. Do you own the place? You just work here?
Actually, my grandpa owns the place, but he spends a lot of time home now, so ever since I turned 16, I've been looking after the bar for him. But you know what? I'm finally legal, 21, so I can legally be behind the bar.
Oh, so you just graduated from being outside the inside of the bar.
Yeah, is is what one would hope.
Fair, fair. So, you work here every day, or you got like free time? How serious the business?
Well, on good days, sometimes I move from this side of the counter to that side of the counter, and on bad days, I clean everything 3 times.
Damn, that's rough. I mean, you text in between the good days and bad days, or all you see is counter.
Oh, I text. Yeah, I have a phone. And he takes out like the new iPhone 27 Giga Pro, whatever is the most modern iPhone they have on the market, he has it.
No, you take out your flip phone with the keychain charm. Like, I ain't got no tap to contact, but you want to swap numbers?
I've seen a lot of dated things in this town, but that right there, it just feels downright disrespectful.
No, it's cool. It's retro. It's that Y2K vibe.
Yeah, but I guess only city folks can choose to be retro by choice. Here, dated is all we got. I had to special order this, and I won't say from where.
I just think that I struggle with more complicated phones. This does what I needed to do. It texts. I mean, it don't got a full keyboard. You gotta do the quirky keyboard thing, and that's a lot. But other than that, it's cool. It's cool. Reception's great on it.
Can you even take calls on that?
I mean, kinda. Yeah. I mean, if I call anybody on that, I don't know. Actually, I'd have to try.
Well, okay. I will give you my number, but I'll also write it down just in case your device crashes in on itself. Sound good?
You know what? That's probably for the best.
Now, Bentley, you have received your first phone number from someone who does not attend the school. And You are free to spend your RPs not only exploring relationships with these newcomers, but probably learning a little something more about your friends that you've made on campus. Now,
Yes.
once again, we have reached the conclusion of another chapter of Solstice. You all have had the opportunity to spend your weekends in a way that feels refreshing and uniquely you. Players, you are officially done with orientation surrounding both the university and your classes. In alphabetical order, what aspect of your Solstice life are you most excited to see the next level for?
Oh man, I'm interested to continue to build the relationships I have with people in Solstice because in talking with Sarah, Sarah is very involved in Souls, which got her talking with Riven, and apparently Riven and Quinn are close to Ash. So being in that hemisphere has taken me outside of campus. So I want to keep interacting with more people to see what other secret areas Ethan was talking about exist. Because I'm assuming this is secret area number 1 if you tamper with the rings.
I think Cain is just excited to see where all this goes. I think he had a rough time during the orientation phase, trying to find himself and kind of have control over what's happening. But I think he has a lot more. He has 2 people who are genuinely friends with him. He's starting to open up and get more contacts. I think that, or I hope that he's able to experience a little bit more of the school and maybe, yeah, just experience more of the school and not just, the labs and study rooms.
Misty is probably, since she fixed her grade decently in magical husbandry, she's gonna focus on other core classes and try to also focus on her relationships that she's trying to build up.
Tim is actually feeling pretty damn good after today. He still has a lot on his plate, but let's check it right. Delilah, he's still getting there. That kind of just started. Looking at the ring, they're already solving out with the tinkering. He's getting his grades up. He had a blast today at Dodgeball, even losing, getting out twice. I guess 3 times since he got hit when he was already out. And then he knows about this dance, so he's thinking, okay, I'm hanging, and I'm fixing all these things. And I got that. The Rosalind petition is apparently coming up good. And although Tim doesn't technically know this, apparently she's getting some details more, talking to Cain directly, so it might be even better by the time he sees it. So I guess just the thing he's really worried about here is the whole switcheroo thing he's been going. He failed earlier, but we'll get to it next time.
Okay, Bentley, it seems that you have much to learn from your fellow burnouts. Ash has already gotten a month head start on breaking the rules, as has Riven. If you had the opportunity to break one rule or social norm without getting caught, what would it be and how soon would you do it?
Oh man, I feel like I'm not trespassing enough. I should be going in every single space I have not been invited to. They figured out how to get out of campus. And the fact that this place exists, they would have never known had they not been pushing for it. So I want to start breaking into more places on campus to see what's going on. I mean, Tim's kind of on that vein too with the rings. So that's the direction I'd want to push, and I'd want to do it ASAP, to my regret.
Now, Cain, testing. Okay, Cain.
Yeah.
You've had your heart set on making a romantic connection with Ava, but unfortunately, she's a woman who loves women. How has this development impacted your desire for intimacy? And are there any others on the horizon that you're currently hoping to get to know a little more?
I don't know. Cain definitely wants to have a date for the Equinoxia Ball. When it comes to Ava, yeah, it sucks, but at least the friendship was genuine. It only wasn't based on just attraction. And whether he likes it or not, two people now have seen him as family and kind of have given him that role. So it's just I came into this as someone who really all he knew was family, and two people kind of picked up on that and wanted that from him. So he's heartbroken, but it's a heartbroken that is less of a just sour kind of depression and more of a bittersweet. And I don't think there's anyone currently on the horizon. All Cain definitely doesn't want to be single by Equinoxia Ball.
So he's locking in.
So
Got
he's
it.
locking in. Like I said, he has more numbers now. He has better relationships with a couple people. He's gonna, his classes are not going well now, and it might be because that he just needs to kind of loosen up a bit.
He works better under pressure.
He works better under pressure. Got it. So, Misty, dedicating your time to your schoolwork seems to be paying off. At the expense of certain relationships, you haven't heard from either Marcy or Luca all day. Do you feel like those relationships are worth fighting for? And if so, how do you think you'll begin?
So Misty is going to fight for the relationships that she was starting to build, but that also means probably taking a step back from studying, or maybe free time should be with them, or making time to hang out and stuff like that.
And now, Tim, you spent an extended amount of time today with Roman. He seems to have come to trust you deeply, perhaps even more than he does Salem. That being said, you seem to be setting some very memorable roots with Delilah. How do you think that these developments may impact your future goals?
Well, talking to Delilah just for a little bit that I have, it's hard to try to find a suspicion being so close to her and seeing how she is in person compared to from the shadows. But at the same time, he still kind of has the ultimate goal, because at the end of the day, he's doing it for the not just to fucking see what she's up to. It's more so to protect Salem. So he's kind of trying to find this balance between is she is Salem okay? Maybe she is a good person. Maybe she look what she did in Dodgeball today. Maybe just Salem just isn't the smartest person, but maybe she's gonna be okay at the end. Maybe Delilah is just as protective, but she doesn't see anyone else helping her. So it's he's still kind of off the toss up. What is her main goal here? And that's kind of what he wants to figure out. But he also doesn't want to burn any bridges, because at the end of the day, if she's okay and he starts going after her, Salem's gonna get upset, and boom, there goes 2 bridges. Roman's also the G.
Roman's the G. So you all have officially completed your first month here at the Solstice Academy. I would like to say that you guys have come to your own in your species, your classes. I think by now you could kind of see which classes are worth pursuing and which ones you're just kind of gonna have to let pass you by. Now that you are familiar with the schedule, what classes you have, you should give some serious thought to if you're going to be the type of student that attends all of your classes, or maybe you're going to choose to skip a few classes, be it in pursuit of deepening some relationships or discovering some secrets. Now, the next session we will be restarting the schedule, starting with, let me go to the About section, starting with the official Magical Husbandry class, as well as your Dark Magic class. So, I hope that you guys put aside some time to review your notes so that you are prepared to go to the next level in all of those classes. Needless to say, I've already dropped in the photos for where you will be at the start of your text message roleplays and your private chats. Keep in mind that you are free to finish up the tangent that you were currently in, as well as start some new tangents by reaching out to some other people. We are always desperately looking forward to hearing what you guys are doing in your private roleplay, like how the mouse warned Cain. How
He did
Lionel,
listen.
The mouse did warn me, man. I can't even lie. Like,
Lionel warned you. Lionel warned you.
You didn't
Lionel's
know.
a real
Now
one.
you know. Listen to the
Lionel's
mouse.
a real one. I can't lie.
Yeah, you need to
Lionel's a
dap
real
up
one.
Lionel.
Yeah.
But yeah, until then, thank you all for tuning in, and this seems like a great time to end the stream. Good night.
Good night.